and welcome to Harbingers Chapter 1, Coven. This is the premiere. You have arrived just in time. Hi, everybody! I'm so excited! We're finally here! We did it!
Yay! It only took half a year.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Oh, this is very exciting.
Yay!
We're here! Yay! All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Harbingers. I've already said that. So let's get into this. You know, that's what happens in premieres. You always kind of go in circles. That's just part of it. First of all, I should tell you who I am in case you don't know me. I'm Meghan Caves, and I will be your game master for this evening or afternoon or morning, wherever it is that you are tuning in currently. And you are watching this here on the DAT Network. This is the Dragons and Things Network. If you are new here, welcome. Join us. We're so happy to have you. I also want to make one note real quick for anybody who maybe hadn't seen it. We do have a giveaway for some sweet Norse Foundry dice, and I can actually show you one of them right here because I have my set. They will be my GM dice, and each of the different, these are Savage Worlds dice, so that means there's no 10 percentile. Instead, they're 2d6s, so you have your wild die. They're super cool. They're super cool, seriously. So if you want to, you still have the opportunity to enter that. The link, I don't know if we have it for our chat, but it is on our social media. So if you were to go to the DAT Network on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, or at Harbingers RPG on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, you should be able to find that link right there, and you can still enter in a bunch of different ways. And we will be announcing that winner at the end of this stream tonight. So get excited for that, as well as letting you guys see some spoilers for some new Doomtown cards. So anybody who knows Doomtown, it's Pine Box Entertainment. They work with Pinnacle, and Doomtown is a Deadlands card game. So Deadlands, Savage Worlds setting, Weird West. It's really cool. They're getting ready to do a new Kickstarter because they're rebooting it, and we're going to spoil 2 of those cards later during this episode. So get excited for that. But now that we've talked about that, let's meet these fine folks who are on this cast. Let's start with Adam. Adam, don't tell him anything about your character yet. We're going to get to that later, but just tell him a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Adam, and I'm not going to tell you anything about my character at all. Oh, except you can see that he's age 25. Totally fine. That's all you get. As of right now.
Except for that.
Yes. Hello, friends. My name is Adam Kahn. I'm one of the Dat peeps, the old Dat peeps. Last time I got to play with you, Megan, was actually Department of Mysteries, and Diana as well too. Back in around Halloween time last year. Been around with all these crazy people. I'm also the one running everything behind the scenes as well too. So just more trouble that I'm going to cause everybody, which I'm really
doubling up.
About. Yeah. And. Yeah. And I'm super stoked. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be a witch. I got my hair all done. I got my hair all done up for tonight. I got my clothes.
You did.
Well,
it's not my wig.
My clothes on.
It's not my wig this time.
Yes, you can catch Diana's wig on my head over on North Foundry on Fenrir on Monday nights. Yes.
Yeah, he steals my wigs. Jerk.
One wig.
Wow.
One wig, Diana. One of them.
Wow. I see where this is going. All right. Thank you very much, Adam. Let's meet Randy, new to the DAT Network.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. My name is Randy Alvarenga. As Megan has said, I'm pretty new to the DAT Network. I am really excited to be sitting at this virtual table with everybody, and hopefully someday soon at a real table. That would be really awesome. And then, basically I'm an actor right now here in the Pacific Northwest, but super excited to be telling this witchy story with all of these amazing actors. So, yes.
Yay, we're glad to have you. Thank you. Let's meet Diana. Who's Diana? Who knows Diana?
Yeah, I am Diana Restrepo, and you guys know me all over the DAT network on the Norse Foundry channel. I've done some stuff with Meghan for Savage Worlds, and I see some Savage Worlds people that I know, so awesome to see you guys here. And yeah, honestly, I have a brain fart, and I forgot what I was supposed to talk about. My character. Can't tell you much.
No, don't talk about your character. Don't talk about your
Just
character.
you.
I'm the youngest, and I honestly just had a brain fart. What?
That's okay. That's okay. Thank you. You're just introducing yourself, and you did that just fine. All right, let's meet Philip. Who are you, Philip?
Hey! Yeah, hi, I'm Philip Rossi, and this is my first RPG with that network, but I'm super excited. I've played some games with Meghan before, and nothing's gone terrible so far with any of my experiences with Meghan. So
Yet. So that's a plus.
yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you all. I'm really, really excited for you out there to see how this cast goes. Oh yeah, what is that? Is that just me hearing that? Do we all hear it?
No, I hear it too.
I think it's you. Yeah, totally you. It's all Meghan. All Meghan.
Wow.
Me?
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, while we get that figured out, I want to tell you all, just real quick, a little bit about Savage Worlds. So that's the game we're going to be playing today. We are playing the Adventure Edition, so that's Suede for anybody who knows. And if you are brand new to Savage Worlds, welcome. I'm so excited for you because it's so much fun. If you know me, you know the Caves Callermans are nuts when it comes to Savage Worlds. I'm not that different than Jordan when it comes to that, so if you know who Jordan is. So first of all, Savage Worlds... Okay, I'm coming in hot. I'm going to move my microphone away just a little bit. Savage Worlds, the base aspect of this system are your skills. And much like D&D or any other system, you also have skills. But everything you do here is rolling a skill. In Savage Worlds, you have a die type for your skill. So, say for example, you have Common Knowledge. You might have a D4 in Common Knowledge. That means you would roll a D4 for that skill. That's really the basics of how most everything works. That's the basics of what you're going to be using to run this system. The next thing that's really helpful to know is that when you are a player, and sometimes bad guys, but when you are a player, you are a wild card. That means that you get to roll a wild die on every single one of your rolls. So going back to our Common Knowledge, if you had that D4 in Common Knowledge, and you needed to make a Common Knowledge roll, you would roll your D4, and then you would also roll a D6, your wild die, along with it. When you do that, you don't add the total together. You take whichever one is the highest roll. So if I rolled my D4 and my D6 here, my wild die, I got a 1 on my wild die, and I got a 1. Wow, I crit failed. Whoa. First roll of the game, and I have crit failed. Anyway, let's assume that I didn't do that. And instead, this roll, which is a lot better, I got a 2 on my D4, and I got a 5 on my D6, so that means my 5 is higher. That's the number I would go with. Now, in the instance of the opposite of the crit fail, and say my D6 landed on a 6, that means it would... I can't find my 6. Oh, here it is. It's this cute little steer.
Can I have it?
It would ace.
Can I have yours?
No, they're mine. Sorry. But it would ace, which means I would re-roll it. So, and I just aced again, which I would continue to re-roll. No.
For me.
I'm just showing it to you. You can't just take it. It's not how it's gonna work, Diana.
I know where you live.
Oh, now I feel nervous. I should move. Yes. So.
Sorry.
No. It's fine. Multiple messages came in at once. It wasn't you. Yeah. So they can ace. So at that point, though, say this did ace twice, or 3 times, or however many times. Let's say it rolled a 6 first and then it rolled a 5 second. I would add that together, and that would be higher than the 2 I rolled on my other one. So that's really the basics. Most every die can ace. There are a few rolls that don't. But that's true on any die. If I'd rolled a 4 on my D4 here, it would ace as well. That's what I think makes the game a lot of fun. The next bit is that success in most things is usually a 4. So you're usually trying to hit a 4. Sometimes there are opposed rolls, that's a little bit different. Sometimes there is a different target number you're trying to hit depending upon the situation. Another aspect that I think is a ton of fun in Savage Worlds is that there are bennies. So that means that each of these players start with a number of bennies. Usually it's 3. Bennies allow you to do all kinds of things. They allow you to re-roll rolls. They allow you to soak wounds, which once we get into combat, we can chat about that a little bit more. They allow you to do one cool thing. If you're a caster, like all of us here are, it allows you to regain power points. And there's a few other things that will come up as well that can be very beneficial with bennies. And in fact, bennies are helpful for y'all to know because you all have the opportunity to award bennies to the players here, which can be really important.
Christmas.
The last, right? Christmas time. The last couple of things to note are all of our players have hindrances, which is some kind of negative or some kind of character aspect that they have. And you'll get to learn a little bit about those here in a moment. They also have edges, which are kind of like your powers. And let's see, I don't think of anything else. I think that's the gist of it. The rest we will address as we come upon it, but those are the basics of the game. So let's now meet the characters so that you can see a little bit how a character is built for this system, and you can learn who you're going to be spending some time with here. So let's go back. Let's start again with Adam. And Adam, this is to talk about the mechanics of your character. So tell us what your hindrances are, what your edges are, anything else that you think might be beneficial to chat about, just in the way that the character plays.
For sure. Well, first off, my name is Hadrian Marth. And actually, everybody has a nickname. Call me Hattie. I know Hadrian, Hattie. It's mostly because, you know, Hadrian, Dad wanted to call me Haiti, but it sounded too close to Hades and the devil, so Mom wanted it to sound sweet, so decided to call me Hattie, and that one stuck. So Hadrian Marth, aka Hattie. But with hindrances, I have 3 great ones. One of them is yellow, which means I am a coward. I get a -2 to any basically fear effects that come my way. I also obviously have 1 eyeball as well too. Which means I have a -2 when I'm trying to do ranged attacks to everybody. I just do so much stuff to me, and I'm also illiterate as well too. I can neither read nor write. But what's so yeah, Hattie is a little bit of a coward, just a little bit, because he has he got also just a little bit. So I also have a pace of 8. I got a +2 with my pace, so then that way I can run away from everybody a little bit more, just a little bit more. Which is everything that I need. Everything that I need. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Fleet-footed is what my edge is that I took.
Makes you fast.
Makes me
Quite
fast,
helpful.
so I can be like boogie boogie boogie, run away.
Yeah. Run! Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much. It's lovely to meet the technical aspect of Hattie. Let's meet Randy. Let's meet Leander. Just in the technical aspect, tell us again your edges, your hindrances, anything else that you would like to share around the build of your character.
Yeah. So I'm playing Leander Notley. He's 19. But his hindrances are one, that he's a shamed character. The individual is haunted by some tragic event from their past. Loyal. So very loyal to his friends and allies. And I believe there's 2 types. You can do major or minor. For me, it's minor. And then for mild-mannered, he basically looks like a really nice guy and isn't very good at being intimidating. So there you go.
Oh boy, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and then I think the last thing is my edges. Well, the edge I chose is a familiar of some kind.
I love familiars.
I can't wait to meet your familiar.
It's exciting.
Oh, wow.
All right. Thank you so much, Randy. And I actually realized, let's take a moment before we meet the other 2. And I want to tell you about the different donations and tips you all can do, since this is brand new. So you have the opportunity to know what's up. So I'm actually pretty excited about this, if I do congratulate myself. But we will find out. So first of all, you all can send us ancestral messages. So for $15, you can send a message that we will read out loud during the show. Now, I know this is a little different for the .network. The reason for this is because this particular Savage World setting that we're in, well, the cast doesn't know what it is. And, I mean, you don't either, but I'm going to say right now, and I've said multiple times, that if you're a Savage Worlds fan, you're probably going to figure it out very fast. But I need you all to keep it quiet from the cast so they get to discover it as they go. So that is one of the main reasons why nobody will be in chat. So they can't see any secrets, and
Bye-bye,
that
chat.
gives you bye chat. That gives you the opportunity to chat about whatever you want to and not worry that the cast is going to see you. So that's the first thing you can do. Now, the next thing is all of the unlocks are actually going to be cumulative. So that means that whenever you donate at all, that it will be adding up. So when we hit the first $25, that's going to unlock the Die of Chance. The Die of Chance is a D20 roll with lots of different things to unlock. Mostly what's on there are going to be bennies and other beneficial things, maybe a little bit of, I don't know, dark magic that could be cast upon one of our witches here. But if you roll a 20 on the Die of Chance, then we will graduate to the Die of Fate. The Die of Fate has a little bit more on there, a little bit more to give the players, a little bit more maybe to bug the players. That's a D10 array. If on the Die of Fate you roll a D10, then it goes to the Die of Destiny, and that has narrative implications for the game. So that's how it's going to work. The first two $25. So when we hit 25, we will make a roll. When we hit 50, we will make a roll. And then after that, it's every $50. So whenever we hit 100, another roll, 150, another roll, so on, so on, so on. And it's all cumulative. So it's all together. That's how it's going to work. I'm very excited about it. I think there's some really cool things on the die arrays. So prepare for that. Now, let's jump back over and let's meet Philip. Let's meet Bertram. Just tell us a little bit. Tell us your edges, your hindrances, anything else that you think would be good on the mechanical side of things to note right now.
Sure. I'm playing Bertram Thornheart. Some hindrances for me are he's a smoker. Rolls his own, I guess they're cheroot, not filtered.
I didn't know that.
Rolls his own, yeah. The more you know.
Wow.
And he is a heavy sleeper. But the most important major hindrance that Bertram has is he is massively overconfident.
Yes. So overconfident.
Yeah.
Just like in real life. Great. Just kidding.
And my edge is don't get him riled. Mechanically, basically, as I start taking wounds, I start adding the amount of wound I have to my melee damage.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
He gets stronger as
It's
he
like
gets hurt
rage.
more.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Basically, the
Yeah.
That's cool. So get you really mad.
Awesome.
Okay. Got it.
that's what,
Make Bertram mad all the time. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Philip. Let's meet Rowan. Tell us again your edges, your hindrances, anything else that you would like to share right now mechanically.
All right. I'm Rowan Thornheart. I am Bertram's younger sister, if you guys didn't figure that out. My hindrances are curious. I am a very curious person, and being the youngest of the group, I am jealous, and I have lying eyes. So I can't persuade or intimidate you guys because I take a -1. And then my edges is arcane background, and I have luck, so I get extra Benny.
Quite lucky, yes, luck. You do start with an extra Benny at the beginning. I love that. Thank you so much, Diana.
Thank you.
And I want to take just a moment here because we've had a few donations come in, and I want to, I just want to make note of these. First of all, Sarah BC1 has gifted a bunch of subs as well as donating $50 whole, which is amazing. And that also means that we've unlocked 2 rolls of this dice, so I will get that to that here in just
Thank you,
one
Sarah.
moment.
Cool. Yes. Thank you.
And I do see a question here in regards to how do I jump into the dice giveaway. That's going to have to go to the Gleam.io link that would be on our Twitter at the Dot Network or any of our social media. If anybody in chat, if any of our mods or anyone who has access to that could grab that link and pop it in chat, that would be super helpful and I very much appreciate it. But that is another way that you could find it. Also, I see that we've got Zach Heidi here, which, you guys, Zach Heidi,
Yes.
he composed that intro music that you heard.
Beautiful.
He's amazing,
Yes,
always
love
is.
that.
Saving
So
Joe
nice
Show
guy.
is hosted. Thank you so much. Shady 109 has followed.
Thank
Ava
you.
Rogers followed. Dancer Wynn followed. Artemis 2814. Hi, gave us some bits. Hi, thank you. It's lovely to see you here. It looks like we've got, let's see, who else? Oh, John Goodman, I do believe, has given us some bits. Ready Blair 1 has given us some bits. I see Adam Kimbleton. I see Pigwin Witch Doctor is gifting some subs. Jay Matthews is here giving us some bits. 54
Thank you,
Aqua Snakes is here giving bits and has resubscribed. P.E. Jody. Hi, everybody. If you want to ask some
guys.
some Savage Worlds questions, Jody, P.E. Jody and P.E.G. Clint are two of the people who do work on Savage Worlds. So you could just, chat with them. They love it.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. I see Gordon Cooper has followed. Rin's Crossing has hosted us. Thank you. Neva and Omar has donated
Thank you.
50. Neva and Omar, hi. Thank you so much. And Vampire 54 donated 100. Thank you so much.
Oh my
That
god.
has
amazing,
been
guys.
amazing. So we
So
actually
awesome.
have a few ancestral messages. So these messages are coming in from your ancestors from the past or from the future. You don't know, but we do have a few messages here, so I'm going to share those with you. The first one is indeed Vampire 54. And Vampire 54 says, it has been much too long without shocking the cast with a nice tip and some chaos. Also, 3 rolls sounds great. Well, you got it. That's going to be quite a few rolls. Neva and Omar say, welcome back to the GM chair, Megan. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here, and thank you for joining us. And PEG Inc. has hosted us, and we've got Cottlesworth has used some bits. Thank you, everybody.
guys.
So, for those
Thanks.
ancestral messages, I will be reading them here at the beginning of the show, after the break, and at the end of the show. That way we can keep the narrative going on the in-between. So I will hop in. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. Same is going to go with some of these donations with people subscribing. I'm going to jump in and check that in the middle so that we can keep the narrative in the in-between. But thank you all. I very much appreciate it. Real quick, we might as well make some rolls here. But first of all, I want to note that everyone does start with a few bennies. Everyone here at this table start with 3 except for Rowan, who starts with 4 because she has luck. I take 1 benny per of my players. So in this instance, it's 4. One other thing I want to tell y'all, which is kind of fun. So this guy, I gotta figure out what, yep, I'm right. Over here to my left. This guy here, Philip, he's also going to be GMing a little bit later on, which means that we both have characters. My character is Piper, oh my gosh, I was like, Piper Thornhart. Nope. She is sister to Leander Notley. And you will be seeing her quite a bit. Even during this point, you will see her. But I just want to tell you a little bit about her so you know what to expect whenever she pops up, because she is technically a PC, even though she will be running as an NPC for a little while. So now I have to get to my actual character sheet so I can actually tell you what she's like. So she has, for her hindrances, Night Terrors, which is -1 penalty to all spirit rolls, which is pretty intense. She's also loyal, and she's very stubborn. She's a lawyer as well. I know, right? It's crazy. A local town lawyer. She also has a familiar as her edge. So those are a couple of things that you will get to see from Piper. Yes. All right. Now, before we begin, I have one more thing that is very important to share with you all. That is a content warning. This is a horror show. This means that there might be moments of horror, of violence and gore and intense content. So just make note of that before you watch, if that's something that you are concerned about. Yeah. Let's make some rolls because we got so many awesome ones. All right. So, first D20 roll. Here we go. Oh boy. It is a 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's find out. That means... Oh, I've got to go to the right sheet so I can see. 10 is... Oh, a reroll. Oh, that is another thing I didn't mention. We also do have rerolls along with bennies. Rerolls just allow them to reroll any roll. They can only use one per roll, but they can use as many bennies as they want, so that's helpful. All right, let's find out who it is. We're gonna go Adam 1, Philip 2, Randy 3, Diana 4. Who gets that reroll? Ah, it's Adam, you're right. You were pointing at yourself. It is you, correct.
Use my
Oh,
witchy
nice.
magic for a reroll.
Yep, you did it. All right. Now we've got another one all ready to go. Here we go. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's a 17. How exciting. Oh, that means that everybody except for me gets a reroll, which is awesome.
Ooh, thank
All right.
you.
Already? We haven't even started
Yeah,
yet.
you already got 2. That's amazing.
I'm
All
excited.
right. All right, that was 2. Now we're going to go on to the next one. Let's see. What else do we get? Here we go. Here we go. I need a drum roll is what I need. Ooh, a 19. Oh, that is a little bit of dark magic to one random player. Who could it be? Who could it be? We'll go with the same numbers real quick, and let's find out.
Another 1. Okay, I'll take it.
It's Bertram. It's Bertram.
Oh.
So
Oh, it's Bertram.
we're gonna have to find out what
excited. I
that
have no
dark
idea what
magic
it means.
is.
Yeah. I was about to say, I have no idea what
I know. That's why I like to keep my players on their toes. You know, it's really important to do.
goodness.
Ah, thank you, the cadence. All right. I believe we had at least one more, but I don't where the tracker went. We'll wait for it to roll back up, but I'll go ahead and make one more roll because I know we had at least one. Ooh, that's a 5. Let's see what we got here. I know, right? 5 is going to be a Benny to one random person. Who will it be? Oh
gonna be
my
Rowan.
god. Nope, it's you again. It's Adam.
Yes!
Oh,
Looks
you
like
are
I'm lucky
spoiled.
too, Rowan.
Wow.
Adam's
You
really
are
gonna
spoiled
make it.
today.
Good.
All right,
At
we've
least
got
I'm
1,
literate.
2, 3, 4. We did it. We got all 4 of them. That was, oh my gosh, I'm really excited about these arrays, you guys. I'm so excited. Okay. All right. I love it. Okay. I have a question. Are you all
Answer?
ready to start the story?
Nah, we need to wait like another month, Megan. We'll start in
no.
October. It'll be fine.
Okay,
Get
so-
out.
It'll be fine.
Get out. Get out.
No, let's do it! Let's do it now!
All right, let's do it now. I like it. I think this is a good time. So that means, welcome to Blackpoint. Adam, it's time to roll that video.
Oh.
It has been 16 years since the forgetting. Long ago, the town elders saved us all from the horror of what came before. Only they 3 did not undergo the forgetting, so they could protect the town and all of us within it. Each night, before the sun sets over the horizon, the elders must perform the ritual in honor of the sacrifices made to grant us this safety and peace. Blackpoint is the home they created, a walled village within the dark forest and alongside the Black River. It is forbidden to venture too far into the forest, as it is a very dangerous place, and every so often, folks disappear within it. It is rude to speak of the before. We know what the elders have told us, as that is their right and their burden. The past is not what matters now. It is only the future, so we keep our eyes turned ahead.
And that's our show!
The year is 16. It's a dark night with a few beams of distant moonlight breaking through the trees of the forest. Scanning the area, it appears empty except the slight turn of a head reveals a young man, tensely holding still, listening.
waiting for something. Waiting for what? The area seems clear, if a touch quiet. Then, more movement. So fast you could almost miss it, but he didn't. This young man saw it and tried to run. He tried. But just as fast as it moved the first time, now it's closer. It's a giant blur zooming past, slicing right through our young man's throat before he even has a chance to scream. Welcome to Blackpoint. We find ourselves in the daytime, much further away from that scary night that we had seen before. And there is this giant river that we can hear flowing, hopefully. There it is, yes. And as the camera zooms down to this river, kind of floating down from above, we see a young man who is fishing. And as he is fishing, sitting there all by himself, he notices, what is that? A little bit of movement across the water. Adam, describe to us who we see.
In front of you, you see this younger guy. He's got barefoot with his hands rolled up to his knees. His fishing line out into the water, waiting for a bite. He's got really crazy hair, and he also has a patch or a wrap over his right eye. An injury that he sustained when he was a lot younger. Wearing simple, plain clothes, and also he has a kind of like an apron, a half apron on, with some tackle and some worms inside of it as well, too. Extra fishing line if he needs it. Yeah, whatever he sees, his one eye, his one good eye, his one and only eye, definitely shoots open.
You're not sure? It just was a little bit of movement. I mean, it might have just been some animal or of some kind. But you do have your line in the water, and you are attempting to fish. Would you like to see if you can catch anything?
That'd be fantastic. Yes. See if I'm successful today.
If you're successful today, indeed. Do you have... Let's see. I don't know that fishing is a skill.
It's not. But it could definitely be under... I would say it could be under survival, though.
I agree. Let's make a survival roll. See if you can catch any fish.
See if I got some fish coming out, baby. Okay, that's going to be a 5.
A 5. That is a success. So as you're standing or sitting, however you are here at this river, and you all of a sudden feel a little bit of a tug on your fishing pole, and you pull it in, and you have indeed caught the tiniest little fish. And in fact, it looks a little bit sickly. You've had a really hard time catching anything today. It just seems usually this is the best time of day to go fishing, and you're able to catch way more than this puny little thing. So you're looking pretty closely at it. It's very strange. It just doesn't seem normal. When out of nowhere, you hear, Addy! Hi! Hi, I came down. It's Topaz, don't you know me? We work together all the time.
I know. I'm sorry. I was wondering why I caught such a tiny little fish. Sorry, Topaz.
Oh no! Whoa! No, that's okay. Are you saying that there's not going to be much for me to take back to the market today, then?
As of right now, no. But you know me. I never give up. Always fishing the day away, as I say.
Oh yes, indeed. You do spend all of your time here, and I mean, which is great, because then you give fish to the town, and that's quite important, and we do need that, so that is appreciated. Topaz... Oh, go ahead. You good? Topaz sits down next to you and just, well, is it okay if I join you? And she kind of takes off her shoes and lets her feet in the water, but it's very cold. You're surprised that she's not freezing.
Are you all right? It's water. The water's definitely feeling cooler today.
It is, but I like the way it makes my toes feel. It's brisk.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I always like fishing without shoes on, and no reason to mess up the shoes. Mama would get very angry at me.
Oh, yeah, you don't want your mom to get angry about your shoes. It's hard to get new shoes around here.
Yes. Do you have a pole? Do you want to use my pole? You could help me fish. That's.
Oh, no, I'll let you do the fishing, but that's very nice of you, thank you. That's very nice. She just kind of like, Topaz is a bit of a strange, beats to her own drum, kind of does whatever she seems to be inspired by in the moment. So she continues to splash you slightly as she kicks her feet in the water, and we're going to hop deeper into the dark forest. So the dark forest is the forest that surrounds our Blackpoint here. And we find a young man who is in the forest holding very still, because not far ahead is a deer. And this young man has his crossbow out and is aiming to shoot that deer. So Philip, describe to us who we see here in the forest.
You see Bertram, and he wears a pair of leather breeches with high boots and a woolen cloak that's sort of damaged and slightly muddy, and it sort of blends in with what's around him. He wears some leather wraps around his arms and seems at home in these edges of the forest. He carries a couple of tomahawks at his waist and a small quiver of bolts. And normally, crossbow is slung over his shoulder, but now he lays down at the ground, aiming to shoot just beneath the bush.
Ah, I like it. So you're kind of trying to sneak up on this deer then?
Yeah.
All right, then make me a stealth roll.
All right. That is a
what?
3.
Oh, you keep breaking up for me. I can't hear what you're saying. Say it again.
It's a 3.
A 3. A 3.
Oh, yes.
So you go over to try to sneak up on this deer, and you're watching where you're placing your feet. But then there's just this tiny stick that you just missed, and it cracks. And as you do that, the deer lifts its head, looking about, ready to run, but it hasn't left yet. But it's on guard. You have one more chance to make another stealth roll. It hasn't taken off yet.
5.
And I'm gonna say, I was gonna give this a -1, but that's still a success. So you were able to be quiet enough to get a little bit closer. The deer is there. You're within range. Do you want to try to fire?
Yeah, let's shoot my shot.
All right. And I, of course, closed the book on my information. Make your shot.
The 5.
It is a 5. Ah, that is the creature's parry, so make a damage roll.
That is 12.
12. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, that's with a raise. A couple of raises. So you take a moment after you stepped on that stick, but it didn't faze you. The deer didn't leave. You aim your shot, and your aim is true. It goes right through one of the eyes of the deer, and the deer falls dead instantly. You have succeeded, but right as that happens, you hear a scream and a splash. It sounds like it's coming near the river. Somebody could be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off towards the river then. Trying to
All right.
be careful to remember where I'm at.
Okay, so you make note of where you are and you take off for the river. I love it. That sounds good. All right, so you are running, but then we're going to jump over to this lovely little greenhouse that we have here in Blackpoint. And we see a young man who is tending the garden, speaking with another older man. But Randy, why don't you tell us what this young man looks like?
Yeah. So Leander is a young 19-year-old man with slightly disheveled hair. He wears a green shirt with a brown cloak like this. He has sort of dirt and a little, like, he works with the farmers and in this greenhouse, so there's sort of dirt all over his clothes. They're kind of shabby, and although he looks sort of unkept, the one thing you do notice about him is while he's talking to this old man, he occasionally will smile, and it's a very friendly, very personable smile.
I like it. So the older man you're actually talking to is your father, and hold on, let me see. Oh yes, Dad.
Yeah. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't. I haven't seen all these filters with this costume, so this is the best. I love it. Okay. Yeah. So he's actually, let me take this off right now. He's basically just kind of chatting with you about what else maybe needs to be done, telling you a little bit about how to better take care of these plants here, and makes note of a few that seem to be dying. Son, it looks like you are not caring properly for this ivy. I can see that, I mean, look at all these yellow leaves. You shouldn't have any yellow leaves if you're taking proper care of it.
Yes, my father, I understand that, and I've been doing my best. I even charted. Look, and he pulls out a chart with, like, I've given it water, and I've changed the soil, and
yes, well, I see that, and it's very good that you've made a chart, and you should continue with that sort of work, but clearly something you're doing is not working correctly because, well, it looks like they're starting to die, and we can't have that. So go ahead and finish moving the ivy. And as he points, there's an area up higher where some of the hanging ivy is that's up, like, out of your reach. And sometimes you have to pull that down and water it and switch things about, and he's essentially telling you to do that. And then he leaves you as is, with a gentle smile. He's very loving of you, but also just wants you to do better. So, it's time to move that ivy. How would you like to go about doing that?
He sort of looks around for maybe a step ladder, trying to reach it. He's slightly too short for it, I would imagine.
Yes.
And so,
make a notice roll.
Yeah. That's my note. Yep. 5.
5. That is a success. So as you're looking around, you don't see a stepladder specifically, but you do see a few boxes, wooden boxes that you think maybe if you put one underneath or stacked a few up, you could get up there. So if you would like to do that, you can. And you are able to gather the ivy and continue with your work. But another thing your father did tell you to do is that you do need to go and refill all of the water, which means you're going to need to make a trip to the river.
And that's what he would do. He would sort of do the things, and before leaving, he would sort of like touch the ivy that's yellowing, and he would just sigh really deeply.
Sad that the ivy's dying indeed. So as you go towards the river, the greenhouse is actually on the back end of Blackpoint, which is relatively near the wall and then near one of the exits that goes to the river. But as you are about to exit, you notice Regina Sharp. Regina Sharp happens to be the mother of a child you went to school with, and she seems to be just kind of hanging about outside. From my understanding, not really somebody that you want to run into, but she's kind of in your way. What would you like to do?
He's going to try to muster up the courage to just pass her by. Maybe if he moves very quickly, she won't make a scene.
Ah, okay. So you're going to move quickly past her, hoping she won't say anything to you. Okay, I like that. Let's see. I mean, for this, I think I'm going to say let's make a stealth roll, even though you're not quite doing stealth, you're kind of doing the opposite, but you are trying to avoid.
Kind of pretending to, like, just blend in. So, I mean, it's kind of stealthy. Yeah. I would also give you, I would say performance. I feel like I could see that as well if you prefer. Either one. Okay. I feel like I'm going to try to be stealthy and just, like, keep my head sort of turned to the side. So maybe she doesn't realize it's me.
Okay, I like it.
4.
A 4? Well, that is definitely a success. So you, I assume, prepare yourself to go out and try and not get talked to by Regina. And you make your very quick escape, essentially, and you try to walk past her. And she does, in fact, notice you, but you seem to have such purpose and you're going so fast that if she did want to say something to you, the time has passed. So you were successful at avoiding her. And as you head down to the river, you do see that, in fact, Hattie is there. Oh, and it looks like Topaz is too. But let's jump over to a funny little cottage here in Blackpoint. There's an area where the living quarters are, and pretty much everyone, for the most part, has a cottage or a home within that area. But there is one that is just the teensiest bit strange. And this is the cottage of Eden Lobo. And it's not Eden, though, that we're here to learn about. It's the person who's standing outside peering in Eden's window. Diana, why don't you tell us a little bit about who we see?
Okay, she's also 19. She has long hair. I mean, it's just what you see, same thing. Her dress is very flowing. It's like a deep wine color. But she definitely always has this mischievous look on her face. I kind of want her to be like young Arya Stark from Game of Thrones.
I like it. I like it. So, tell me, you are very curious. Is there something particular you're trying to discover here, peering into Eden Lobo's cottage?
She wants to know what she's up to. So she's just kind of looking because she heard maybe a rumor that she was working on something. So she's just kind of like looking.
Eden is always working on something. So make a notice roll for me then.
Okay. Oh, I got a 6 on my wild. Oh, don't lose my wild. I lost my wild. All right, well, we'll just...
it's gone forever.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9! Wow, yeah, okay. That is a success with a raise. So you are very good at spying on people, especially Eden Lobo. She's just so fascinating. And you notice that indeed it does look like Eden is working on something, though it can be very hard to tell because Eden's hut is filled with stuff. Anything you can imagine, it's very likely in Eden's hut. You can find chicken's feet, you can find jars of every kind of color of liquid that you could ever imagine, even colors you've never imagined before. And she has got beads and gems and crystals and dried herbs and bags and pots and baskets and everything that you could imagine. But what you're noticing today is it looks like Eden is either organizing or she's putting things into other boxes. I don't know, maybe she's transferring things about for the season. You can't really tell, but it does seem a bit strange, and it does look like maybe she's got a big cauldron in the center of her hut, and it looks like it's boiling, so maybe she's about to pour it all in. You can't really be sure. You could try to get a little bit of a better look. You're just a little short to be able to see above all of her shelves. Would you like to see if you could see a bit more?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
so
climbing.
I'll say, oh, you're gonna try climbing.
Well,
All
no,
right.
I'm gonna try wedging my feet like in the stones to see if I can get like a better look.
Okay, I like that. So let's say let's make an athletics roll for that.
Okay. Athletics. Oh boy, that's a D4 for me. Here we go. 4.
4. That's a success. So you're able to kind of get purchased. There's her cottage is made out of rough stones. So there are a few little spots where you can get in between the stones and kind of lift yourself up and see a little bit more. And as you look in, it does actually kind of look like she's packing, but that seems very strange. Maybe she's moving to a new hut. You aren't really sure. You're just noticing that she's got lots of things kind of not in their normal spot, because you know where they normally are. You've seen this place a lot, through this window specifically. It just seems very weird to you. And you're really trying to peer in a little bit more and just see if you can find anything else. And as you're standing there, just go, Rowan, this is a person behind you. This is Erica Breville. She went to school with you.
Oh. Erica.
What are you doing?
I heard a rumor that she was possibly leaving the village, and I just wanted to know where she was going.
Leaving? Nobody leaves the... What are you talking about? You shouldn't spy on people, Rowan. That's rude. I mean, I could tell... I could tell the elders. I mean, you're supposed to be an apprentice to the elders, and I don't know what the elders would think about you spying.
Well, I wasn't technically spying. I was actually making sure that she was okay, because she's older, and, older people sometimes get sick quickly, and... Yeah, I was just making sure she was fine.
So I'm going to need you to make a persuasion roll.
Oh, God. D4 minus my 1. Okay.
Yeah, those lion eyes.
I aced my 1.
Oh!
I aced it again!
Wow!
I aced it again! Oh my, I'm not joking. 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, minus 1, 20. Not joking, I swear on my life.
Okay. Oh, I believe you. Yeah, so you say that, and Erica goes, "You're so right. Yes, of course. It can be very dangerous for older people to live on their own, and it is important for us to check on them. That makes sense. It seems like a strange way of doing it, but I suppose I'm not an apprentice, although I probably should be. I'd probably be a better apprentice than Piper is, that's for sure."
Well, sometimes as
No
apprentices
offense.
we have to sneak and everything. Oh, that's okay. You can talk about Piper if you want.
Oh, well, I just think that Piper is not a good choice to be the senior apprentice. I mean, like she could run this town. Oops. My God, I swear. These filters sometimes. So as she is saying all of this, as a matter of fact, you notice that Piper is right behind her. And she... What is wrong? Why are you making this... What are you face? And,
Hi, Piper.
Hi, Rowan. Yes, and Erica. How lovely to see you. I needed to speak with you about some important elder apprentice stuff. Erica, you're not really a part of that. And Erica kind of rolls her eyes. So, yes?
Yeah, no problem. I was just checking up on Eden, just making sure she was okay. Yeah, let's go. Good seeing you, Erica. Hope to see you around pretty soon. She just kind of like
Piper.
skips.
Piper and Erica kind of give each other pretty dirty looks, and Erica continues on about her business, and you and Piper walk back towards the town hall, which is where the elders do reside. And as she's walking, Piper actually kind of starts looking around a bit suspicious. Kind of, it's just like she's looking for somebody. You're not really sure entirely. But when
Piper, are you okay?
No. She kind of pulls you to the side of the building. Okay, Rowan, listen.
Okay.
I need you
Okay.
Are you what?
Am I in trouble again?
No, Rowan, no. You're not in trouble. Unless you did something that you should be in trouble for. Did you do something?
No. I'm here. Okay, what's up?
Okay. Hey, listen, I need you not to say anything. It's probably not a big deal. But it's already it's already past noon today, and I haven't seen the elders at all today. And if we don't do the ritual, if the elders aren't here for the ritual by sunset, well that can't happen. So we're going to need to find them, and I want to keep it quiet because I don't want the town to get upset. Right? Yes.
Of course.
I was thinking, much as I don't want to, that it might be good to find your brother, because since he's a gatherer, trained gatherer, in case we need to go into the forest for some reason, well, we would have him. Isn't he normally in the forest this time of day, or?
Yeah,
yes?
He's always hunting. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's go find him then. Yes?
Yes, okay. Secrets.
Secrets, yes. Don't tell anyone. So, Piper and Rowan start to head towards the back of Blackpoint, out towards the river. And we're going to jump back over to Haiti and Topaz. And Topaz, this whole time, has continued to kick her feet in the water as you are attempting to fish. Probably scaring away all the fish that you would be trying to catch.
Yes. Topaz, I don't mind that you're here, hanging out with me, but please, having your feet in the water, totally fine. But please don't. I want to try to keep the noise to a minimum because that scares the fish away. And if there's no fish, it's less fish for me to be able to catch. Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to scare them. I just like the way the water feels. And you look away for one moment, and when you look back, you hear a scream and a splash, and Topaz has fallen in the river. This river is a very fast river, and right at about this time, you see Bertram come running not too long after Topaz falls in from the forest because, well, Bertram, why are you running this way?
Well, I heard a scream. So when I run and when I hit the edge of the wood where I can finally see the river, I'll look over and see Hattie. Morth, what was that?
It was Topaz. She fell into the water. I was gonna try to help her. I looked away just for a second. I'm sorry, Bertram. Don't be mad at me.
Ugh. No.
Right about
whip
this
off
time as well. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll whip off my cloak and start running to see if I can get one close enough to try to jump in.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna jump in? Oh boy, I like it. All right,
Saving the hot girl.
Bertram is running to the river, and Leander, you are also heading towards the river, and you see all of this happening. And as a matter of fact, from one of the other exits of the wall, you see Piper and Rowan. Everybody's kind of converging all at once. Rowan, you see that it looks like there's some kind of commotion. Bertram looks like he's about to jump into the river. Hattie is kind of freaking out. Leander is here. Everybody is here. So, we are going to move into a dramatic task to try and save Topaz. To do a dramatic task, we are going to deal initiative. Let me grab my cards here. Come here, cards. Ah, yes. And we have 3 rounds. You all need 15 successes to successfully save Topaz. If any of you get a crit fail, if you have a club, I'm doing this out of order. Let me say first. If you get a club, that means that there is a complication. If you crit fail when you have a club, you automatically fail the entire dramatic task.
Oh.
Oh, no, wait. That's not always true. Sorry, those are dangerous ones. You actually take a negative success.
Oh, that was terrifying. I was like, whoa.
Oh no!
Actually, I might be right. I don't know. I'm just gonna, we'll just see how I feel in the moment. All right.
Megan,
First up,
how many rounds do we have? How many rounds
3.
do we have to get? 3 rounds to get.
3 rounds to get Topaz out of the river. So, this one is for Hattie. You have a 10 of spades. For anyone new to Savage Worlds, this is how initiative works. You draw cards each round, which is a lot of fun. This one will be for Bertram. You have a 2 of hearts.
Ooh.
Then we have Leander, a 4 of clubs.
Oh,
that's
boy.
not good.
Uh-oh.
We have Rowan, who has a 7 of diamonds.
Okay.
And then Piper is also going to be dealt in on this one. And Piper got a joker, which
Yes!
is ridiculous. So that means everybody gets a Benny when a joker is drawn.
Yay!
And Piper can go at any time, and Piper has a +2. All right, so let me make sure that I make note of everybody's bennies real quick, because otherwise, well, that's not any fun. All right. Oops. Or
Can I use mine to redraw?
yes, that is something that can be done right now. You would like to use one to redraw your card? Okay. 1 second.
Good idea.
All right.
I don't want a
Using-
complication this early.
Yeah. Can be very bad. 5 of hearts. You got rid of that club. Nice. Unless you wanted to keep it. I don't know.
No.
You could choose. All right. So, the way that this is going to work, you all can use any skill that makes sense to try to gain your successes. So, to start off, Piper is going to... She's used being the senior apprentice of the town, right under the elders. She's used to trying to take charge of situations. So, she runs up, and Piper is going to yell at everyone. She's going to use persuasion. And she's going to say, "Everyone gather together to save Topaz!" Because Piper's incredibly helpful. All right. Her persuasion is not great. Let's see how she does. Oh boy. She got a 3 and a 2. I'm going to spend one of her bennies to try and re-roll that because that's sad.
Now, does Piper have her
Oh,
own
boy.
bennies, or is she using your GM bennies?
Those are her bennies. 1 and a 2. Yeah, so Piper says that, and she's like, "Everyone, go save Topaz!" And it's just kind of annoying. So that was Piper. Next up is Haiti. You are next. What would you like to do?
So I see Bertram running, like he wants to actually jump. Like he's about to jump in. He hasn't quite jumped in yet, right? I know that the river is actually quite fast as well too. I want to reach out, and I kind of clasp my hand a little bit, and it kind of glows blue for a second. I want to use my power. I want to use my first power of I want to boost trait.
Oh, okay.
I want to. So I want to like as Bertram's running, he feels kind of like his muscles expand a little bit. I want to give him a little extra strength so he can fight against the current of the water.
Ah, I like it. Okay, so make your spellcasting roll, and we'll use this as successes, and then I'll also allow you in this instance to grant an additional if your power succeeds.
Perfect. No, I'm gonna spend a penny. Roll that.
Okay. Good thing you got those
3-2.
bennies.
I do. Here we go. Roll that one. Ah, there we go. An explosion.
Woo!
Another explosion.
Woo!
Yes!
Another explosion. Come on, baby. And
High
one.
five from
Okay.
afar.
Woo! Bam! So that was on my spellcasting D4. So 12 plus 1, 13 with 3 explosions.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh
Which
my gosh.
Then for that trait, I do believe if I get that
So you got
many,
2 raises.
yeah, sure. 2 raises, so it actually buffs him up a little bit more.
So that ups his die type, is that correct? Or is it just a plus?
Yes. If I oh no, all my stuff.
All your stuff!
I do believe it goes up 1 die type. But if I
believe
got
it's-
two successes, I do believe it went up 2 die types.
Yes, I believe so too. Let's see here. With a
Yes,
success. Yes, minimum of D4.
yeah, boosting, yes, boosting
that's-
increases a selected trait by 1 die type or 2 with a raise.
Yeah, so that means, what is your strength? Or was it strength you were upping, or are you upping something else?
Yes, I would assume strength if it's going into, yeah, if he has to swim up against the current and everything.
Yeah, so let me think about, I would say in this instance what might actually be better if you want to use it specifically for swimming is to literally up swimming.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
His
I'll have
strength
swimming, by 2.
May not be a roll that he would make, if that makes sense.
Is swimming a skill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll say it is in this instance. I don't know that it is a normal skill, but I like it for this. Or it could be athletics if you would prefer. I would also take that, Bertram. Either way. But either way, you're going to up it 2 die types. So whatever that is, if you say you have a D4, it's going to go to a D8. If you had a D6, go to D12 at the highest. All right, and then you had 2 raises, so that's 3 successes. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that was your go. Next up is going to be Rowan. What would you like to do?
May I use
So-
my spell? Oh.
Oh no.
Yes.
This,
May I use my... Huh? Not your
Yes.
turn. Just kidding. May I use my spell Elemental Manipulation for the water?
Yes, what are you wanting to do?
Create a giant wave that can somehow wave onto the shore.
So what is the goal you were looking for here? To try and help move her towards
The
the shore?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I like that. Yeah, you won't be able to create like a giant wave, but I would say that if you're successful,
Or
you
some
can at least
current.
start to, help affect the current so she doesn't move quite as far. I like it. So,
Yes.
spend your power points and make your spellcasting roll.
Ooh, I aced my
What are all these
one.
aces?
8. But my D10 was higher, so it's a 9.
9. All right, so that is with 1 raise, so that is 2 successes, and your spell does go off. And so, I will say, the current is really strong right now, and Topaz is kind of constantly being pulled under. So what you've been able to do is help move her a little bit closer to where Bertram is about to jump in, so that she will be a little
Perfect.
bit easier to access. Yes,
Cool.
good job. All right. Next up is going to be Leander. What would you like to do?
I think Leander would, see everybody rushing to save her. He knows he probably shouldn't be doing too much magic here, but he's going to try to help by instead of entangle happening on the ground like a cantrip, I want vines trying to slow the current just a little bit, sticking up out of the water.
So you're kind of trying to push the vines into the water. Okay, I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
spend your power points and make a spellcasting roll.
All right. Oh, I did not.
Oh
ace.
no!
I got a 4. No, I didn't. I didn't.
Four?
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
Bad. It's a 4.
That's
But
still a
it's like
success.
not
Yeah,
as
it's one
cool as
success.
acing like everybody else.
Well, you can always re-roll it with a Benny or a re-roll if you have one. I'm just saying.
Nah. I just used the video. I'm okay.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, so you are able to do that. Did you want to? I haven't let the rest of you do this, but you most certainly can. Would you like to describe what it looks like?
Yeah.
Basically, just say you're able to kind of help with the current as well. So describe it if you'd like to.
What he does is he looks around and he sees Piper and he knows he's going to hear about this later. But he puts his hands in front of him, getting a big green, like glowing orb, pushes it into the earth, and then from there, like some of the vines nearby start like moving towards the water.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Okay, so you all, Bertram, you see all these things. It's like the water is starting to move towards you, and then all these vines pop out. I mean, this is not really necessarily something that is unusual per se, but it is something that you notice. All right, good job. Next up is Bertram. Bertram, what would you like to do now?
So Topaz is floating down the river. Where am I in relation to that? Like, is she upriver from me?
She's floating, and she's going past you at this point, but not quite as fast as she was before. She's kind of being held a little bit by the vines and the current that Rowan added.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'll, rip off my cloak and drop my crossbows and my tomahawk running. Sort of like peel them off like a cloak. And I'll say, thanks for the nice words, pipes, but I got it from here. And I'll
Pipes?
And I'll just take a running leap into the water.
Okay. So you're jumping in to try and save. So I'm gonna say that's athletics.
Okay. So I'm going to use
Oh no!
You seem so excited.
Use a
What
Benny.
is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Bertram.
a Benny. It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
It wasn't good.
All right. So we're using a Benny.
Okay. I mean, I got a 6.
A 6. That's a success. Yeah. So you dive into the river, and you are starting your attempt to swim to go and save Topaz, and she's in the water, just kind of going, help, help, the whole time. So I just wanted to give you all that visual. All right, that was
Also,
the first round. All right,
look,
on
isn't
to the
it
next.
sad when everyone else gets aces and you don't?
There have been a lot of acing happening. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, next up we've got Hattie. You've got a 9 of diamonds. We've got a king of spades for Bertram. Next we have a 5 of clubs for Leander. Oh boy, you just can't escape these clubs. Wow.
Yeah, I'll just
Rowan.
accept it.
3 of hearts. And
Okay.
for Piper, hopefully she'll be more helpful this time, she's got a 3 of spades. Would anyone like to spend a Benny to redraw? Now, I will say, Leander, one thing, you don't have to take a turn. You can pass it. So if you are concerned about potentially causing an issue, you can pass.
Okay,
That's always an option in dramatic tasks. Yes.
thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes. All right, so then that means first up, this go will be Bertram. So
Okay,
you're in the water
I'm-
now.
That's right, and I am going to try to swim as quickly as I can out to Topaz.
That's more athletics. Go for it. And you have that bonus from Hadrian. So you have a higher die
Yeah, I
type.
do.
I believe for
Not that
5
you would
rounds.
notice,
So
based on my rolls, but I do have a higher die. It's a 6.
Hey, that's a success!
Yay!
I like
Yeah,
it.
we're
Nice.
doing pretty well.
Yeah, you are. You're doing very well. All right, yeah, so you're able to, the current is trying to push against you. It's very, very strong. It's trying to suck you under. But with that additional help from Hattie, you're able, or Haiti, oh gosh, we're going to do this for a while.
I know, it's okay, me too.
You're able to hold your own and not get sucked under. Very good. All right, next up is Hattie.
Yeah, I see him hop in. I want to just book it and try to be close to the shore with him while reeling in my fishing line. So when they start getting a little bit closer to the shore, I want to extend my fishing pole out to them and see if we can latch on.
I like it. Okay, so here's another thing that you can do is you can support. So in this instance, what that would do is give a plus if you are successful to Bertram's next roll. So you can do that. That's kind of what it sounds like you're trying to do here, but you don't have to do it that way if you don't want to.
Yeah, no, I'll totally support him. I've already buffed him up a little bit, but yeah, I figured I could.
So I would say this is probably athletics, unless you have something else to make a case for.
Athletics. Yeah, I can go athletics. Works for me. That's a better die for me. Hey, here we go! Athletics! Hey! Wild die exploded!
Ooh!
Okay. Gives me a 7.
A 7! Yeah, that's a success! That is a success!
Yes.
You got 1 success. You could re-roll it and see if you could get more success. It's just a thought I thought I would throw out there if you want to spend a penny.
No, that's okay right now. I'll keep the success for now.
So that means that's not going to count for the overall successes, but you are going to give a +1 to Bertram. So the next thing that you do, Bertram, you get a +1 to that roll for that support because Haiti has the pole here ready to grab onto. All right, next up is Leander.
So Leander's not acting this round. What I'm gonna say happens narratively is he's trying to do that magic and then he gets really self-conscious about it. And sort of starts easing up off the spell and sort of gets nervous.
So as you start to get nervous, you do kind of notice the vines that you had almost kind of look like they're starting to yellow a little bit as well. All right, then the next we have will be, let's see, we got hearts and spades. So in Savage Worlds, when you have 2 of the same numbers, like we've got 2 3s here, you're going to go reverse alphabetical order on the suit. So that means next up will be Piper. So Piper realized that she wasn't very helpful before. And this time she's going to go over to Haiti and just kind of add on to help pull. And I will actually do another support roll for Bertram in that instance. So let's see, I'm going to use athletics. And, ooh, I aced it! There's the aces! Woo!
There you go.
Okay, that's a 9, so that's going to give you a +2, so you're going to be at a totally you're going to be at a +3 for your next roll, Bertram.
Awesome.
All right, next up is Rowan.
All right.
What would you
are
like
there
to
any? Are there any like vines? Anything that looks really sturdy? Roots from trees sticking out of the ground anywhere?
Make a notice roll.
Okay. So my 4 ace, 4 exploded. 4, 5, 6.
6, yes, so you're looking around. There is, in fact, a tree that is pretty nearby. It's kind of in the area that Leander was actually pulling some of those roots as well.
Great. I'm going to use, again, my spell, Elemental Manipulation, and uproot some of those roots and have it cast into the water as another support if they can grab onto it.
Okay,
current.
I like it. So make a spellcasting roll.
That's an 8.
An 8, yeah, that's a success with a raise. So, yeah, you're able to, there's some roots nearby that allow you to kind of take hold of them. And in fact, it kind of looks like it's the same system that Leander was using as well. But as you go and grab some of those same roots, it's almost like you breathe life back into them. And you're able to kind of send the root over towards where Haiti and Piper are holding the fishing pole as well. So that will also help.
Perfect.
All right. Good job. That is that round. You have one more round left. And that one went really fast. All right, let's deal these next cards. First up is Haiti, 6 of diamonds. Right, and then next we have a Joker who's going to go to Bertram. Oh my gosh. You're going to have such a ridiculous, you're going to have a +5 on your next roll. This is ridiculous. All right, next is a 3 of diamonds for Leander.
Nice.
And we've got a 9 of clubs for Rowan.
Oh, yeah, no.
And Piper is going to have a jack of clubs. All right, would anyone like to spend a penny to redraw?
Me, please.
Yes?
Yes, please.
All right, you instead get a king of diamonds. Much better.
Perfect.
And I will also have Piper spend one because I don't want that. Wrong person. All right, let's see. Ooh, a 5 of diamonds, which is in fact better than a club. Okay, so that means, Bertram, you can go first if you would like to, or you can wait.
Yeah, I'll go first. And how close is Topaz?
She's pretty close to you now. Not far.
Okay.
You could
see if
probably
I
get
can
to her
grab
disco.
her. Yeah.
Okay. So make an athletics roll, and you have a +5.
Wow.
Get it, Bertram.
It's all that
Yeah.
I
confidence.
got an 8.
It is like confidence.
You got an 8, you said?
8. I aced
Oh,
it
oh.
for 9.
Oh, you aced
10,
it.
11, 12, 14.
Is that with the +5?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. We've got a 4, and you said 14. So that's 2 raises. Very good. So that is, you got 3 successes, and you were able to grab onto Topaz. And as you do, she's kind of like, oh, Bertram, oh. And that's where you're at. All right. Next up is Rowan. What would you like to do?
So they're hanging on to the fishing pole, correct?
Now, not quite. Just me who froze? I'm back.
It's me
There we
too.
go.
I think we all froze.
froze.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Don't mind that. Oh, also, I just realized there is a. We'll get to it in a moment. So. Yes. Hello. Did this happen again?
Yeah.
Hello? Did we work?
I'm back.
We did all freeze. We're back? Okay. Hello. Hello again.
Weird.
Yeah, so Bertram has a hold of Topaz, and now they are going to try and grab, I assume, either the vine and or the fishing pole.
Okay. You know what? I'll use elemental manipulation again, and then create more of a wave for them to get closer to one of the two.
Okay, I like it.
4. Not great. 4.
Or that's a success. So spend your power points, and
Yep.
you are able to help kind of push the current. And Bertram, you feel kind of, it's almost like you move a little faster in the direction you're trying to go. All right. Next is Hattie.
You said that Topaz is kind of flailing around. Does she look like she's freaking out and everything?
I mean, she's freaking out a touch less now that Bertram has a hold of her, but she's still kind of, every once in a while, her head goes down under the water a little bit, and she kind of sputters as she exhales the water.
Okay. As she's doing that, I want to see if I can use this power. I want to try to use her. See if I can calm her, because empathy is I form that emotional bond with them. I know their emotional state, and I know their surface thoughts. I get like a +2. I want to try to persuade her to just calm down, relax, and we're going to deal with them.
Okay, so you're going to use empathy for this?
Yeah. So he reaches out, his fingers start to glow a little bit, and some of that water and everything, as she comes up, it's like it kind of slowly sinks in to her skin as she feels it kind of like swishing around in her brain, just to try to calm her down a little bit, almost trying to like water fogginess. Yeah, and I just want to yell out to her, like, Topaz, calm down, Bertram's got you, and we'll draw you in as well, too.
Oh, wrong person.
Try to so it's a successful arcane skill versus spirit roll.
Yeah, make a spell casting roll if you're using the spell. If you're just using persuasion, then you can use that.
Yeah. Well, I want to use the spell, and if an arcane spell versus spirit roll, if I'm successful, I can get a +2 to the persuasion while trying to yell at her.
Okay, so I would say you could. So you're wanting to use the spell to get a bonus to your persuasion? Technically, that would be like 2 different things. I would say in this instance, you might just use the persuasion. But if you really want to do that, I would say you could. You're just kind of expending the power points. But it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to do that.
I'll just go with persuasion then.
Okay. Okay.
Calm her down.
And make your roll.
Best that Hattie can. I'm gonna spend a penny. Isn't terrible, but I'm gonna spend a penny.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, I got a 4.
A 4! That's a success. So you are able to, you see, Topaz doesn't seem like she's listened to you a whole lot, but she does seem to stop inhaling as much water. And she does seem to calm just a little bit, as much as she can, in a river. So that was a success. Good job. All right.
Hey.
Last is Piper. And Piper,
I didn't get a 10.
Oh, did you not go? Well, how did I miss you? Okay, well, let's say it's your go. I put your card away somehow.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that, but go right ahead.
Yeah, I think Leander would shake off what's going on, and he would run over to where Piper and Hattie are, to sort of add his strength to the pole, readying for that. So,
Okay.
To assist them. Yeah.
I like it. So let's make it an athletics roll.
Cool. My athletics not very high.
You can do it.
All right. My sister's here. A ace.
Ooh.
Another
Nice.
ace.
Ooh.
Yes!
Another ace.
It's a.
What is happening?
15.
Yes!
It's
job,
a D4.
good job.
I only have a D4. There's only 4 numbers that can come up on it.
That's true. You have to turn to
That's
ace
true.
more. It's true. So, Leander, you go over and you add your strength to the fishing pole, and right about that time as well, Bertram, you and Topaz are able to grab onto it, and then the rest of us are able to just pull and drag you all back onto land. You all have successfully saved Topaz.
Yay!
And good job. Yes, good job. And as she comes kind of out of the water, she's kind of coughing everything up. Oh! Thank you all so much for saving me. I didn't. Oh, that was. I don't like the Black River. That was not fun. Thank you, Bertram, and everyone else.
Yeah, I was gonna say the rest of us helped you too.
Don't listen to
yeah.
Will.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, thank you, Rowan, as well, and Heidi, and Leander and Piper. I appreciate it.
So, what sucked you into the river?
I don't know. I just was sitting on the edge with my feet in a little bit, and then all of a sudden I was in the water, and I don't know how I got there, and now I'm out of it. Thank God.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yeah,
Me too.
I agree. I agree. I'm glad you're fine too. Maybe stay. If you can definitely fish with me more, but maybe just stay up on the shore more this time.
Yeah.
Or we'll find shallower spot.
Yeah, I think
Maybe,
that sounds great.
Maybe you need somebody to walk you home.
Oh, I mean, I suppose I wouldn't turn it down if you would. Maybe. She just kind of keeps babbling, and Piper goes, Bertram, actually, I needed to speak with you, and it's quite important, and I would prefer that you stayed.
Yeah, no problem. I can talk to you later.
Talk to me later?
Yeah.
No, you need to talk to me right now.
Bertram, she needs to talk to me too, so you need to come with us. Topaz can walk by herself to her own hut or her home.
Yes, Topaz is perfectly capable of it, aren't you, Topaz? Yes, I totally capable of walking by myself. Thank you, everyone. I will. And she just kind of starts to back up as Piper glares at her.
Yeah, I'll check in on you later, Topaz. Make sure you're okay. I gotta take care of it.
Piper just stares at you. So, well, that was quite the adventure, for lack of a better word. I wasn't expecting Haiti or Leander. I wasn't expecting. Why are you here? Why shouldn't you be in the greenhouse?
I just need to come down here and get something from Hattie.
Right, well, okay. Well, listen, I don't know, maybe Hattie, Leander, I know you can, Leander. Can you keep a secret? It's very important.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't talk to anybody else besides, Rowan and all of you. I guess. No, I'll keep this.
Okay, good. She looks at each of you in your eyes for a little bit too long. Feels a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, one eye. I apologize. And she says, it is of the utmost importance that none of you say anything to anyone about this. I've discovered that the elders appear to potentially be missing. And
What?
if we don't find them, yes, if we don't find them before the ritual this evening, then we will have a night without the ritual, and we all know how bad that can be. That can never happen. So I need some help without alerting anyone. I need some help to find them before sunset, and we only have a few hours left. Has anyone seen anything?
No, I saw, I'm guessing maybe an animal running through the other side of the river earlier, but that's it. We have to find them. I agree, Piper. We can't go without having them. We need that spell to be cast. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we do. If it is not, I don't know if we will still be safe here. I honestly, I don't know what will happen, except that I know that it will be very bad. So as we are continuing to have this conversation, we're all kind of facing the river, and from behind you hear a, hello? Hi there. And you all turn around to see Paris Monroe. Now, Paris Monroe is known as the town gossip. And she says, Well, aren't you all just a sight to see? What is it that you all are chattering about? You seem so intense over here. And before any one of you can answer, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back and find out what happens next.
We shall return.
So,
Okay.
we shall. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Bye.
Bye.
Great and mighty Dark One, hear my summons. Bring plague and misery unto this wretched world, and be born again in the blood of this unworthy servant.
What are you guys doing in here?
Huh? Nothing.
I thought you said no one was at home.
Nobody's supposed to be home. When do you get out of here?
No. Why are you wearing dresses?
This is not
There's a pentagon on the wall.
That's a pentagram.
That's a pentagon.
It's a pentagram.
Gone.
Pentagram.
Gone. It's a pentagon that has to have a star to be a pentagram. Are you guys forming a cult?
We are summoning a god of pain and destruction to rain misery on my stupid stepdad for being a total boner.
Sick.
And Kyle Bates, because he ruined the next season of Game of Thrones for me when I specifically told him I hadn't read the books.
Douche.
Is there gonna be a human sacrifice?
Yes.
No.
What?
Whatever. I'm in.
You can't
No.
just be in. Like, there's a whole process.
Let me in your cult, or I'm gonna tell Leonard about the time I caught you trying on my bras in my room.
What?
What?
No.
That's not how you do
no.
that, is it? Let me in your cult, or I'll tell Mom that you used her candles for a satanic ritual.
No. Go back to the part about him
No,
trying
that
to
didn't
bras.
happen.
In season 4 of Game of
Secret?
Thrones, to your Ann, and
You can be in the cult.
What?
Thank
No,
you.
she cannot be in the cult.
Definitely in the cult now. Thank you.
Gonna put up with this?
I do have a knife in my hand.
She does have a knife. It's a good point.
Okay, God. Everyone gather. You're gonna cut your hand and give an incantation to the dark void.
Oh, dark monster thing. Bring sadness. You know what? This is dumb. Can we get to the part with the human sacrifice?
There's no human sacrifice.
Dude.
You have to have one. You have to have like a fatted calf
Yes.
No.
or a unicorn.
Why are you agreeing with her?
Or a virgin.
Absolutely.
We could use Leonard.
No, you can't use me. Guys, I'm totally not a virgin, all right?
not a virgin.
Prove
I've
it.
done the sex.
Describe it in detail.
There's two of
Step
us.
one.
Step one, man loves a woman. And then
I'll take that. And plus, this one was trying on bras in my room. Pretty sure still a virgin.
We could kill Alan.
And we can kill Alan.
Kill Alan!
We're not killing anybody. Cut your hand, put blood in the bowl. More fun.
Wait. Did one of you already use this?
No.
Because I would bet money that one of you is a leper.
This is why I didn't want her to be in the cult.
I didn't want her in the cult.
I don't want you in the cult.
It's not your cult.
It is now.
You know what? Fine. I don't want to do this anymore. There is no cult.
You can't.
No cult.
Leonard. You're a nightmare.
I'm a hero. I just saved the entire world from your evil cult.
What? Okay, good.
My dad needs his bowl. No cult.
Be done. Leonard.
Excuse me.
You're a nightmare.
I'm a nightmare? I just saved the world from your evil cult. Get out of here. Get out of here.
My dad needs his bowl and his letter opener. I'm gonna get that back.
I'll get it to you. I'll see you later. Tuesday. You got white stuff.
Friend sucks.
Are you okay?
I'm so sorry about the
Are you
wax.
all right?
Fine.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
The games we play are the stories we create.
The fortress doors swing open,
Every story is unique.
and the sound of war drums rises.
Sometimes our stories come to us when we least expect them. We need to be ready no matter where inspiration strikes. And sometimes our stories are told over great distances. No matter where your journey leads you or how your story is told. The games we play are the stories we create. Sirenscape can help make yours epic.
Sirenscape is searchable, fast, and customizable from any device with no need to pre-install any sound. Adding epic atmosphere to your game has never been easier.
Hey guys, welcome back to Tabletop Treasures. I'm your host, Adam Kahn, and recently I received a phone call from Jamie here in Los Angeles asking me to come over and check out something pretty unique. I'm really excited to see what she's got for us today. Let's go check it out. Hey, Jamie, how's it going?
Hi, great.
Adam, pleasure to meet you. So, you called me. You told me you had something really cool to show me. Is that right?
Yeah, I received these dice from my brother last winter as a gift, and I knew once I saw the quality and craftsmanship that I had to get them evaluated.
Have you asked him how much you paid for these?
No.
Well, you know what? Why don't we go inside and take a closer look? Guys, wow, this is pretty awesome. It's a company called Tabletop Loot, and their website, tabletoploot.com, is where you can pick up a whole variety of amazing dice and gaming accessories.
That is fascinating.
Indeed. And you know what else? This company also donates dice to schools and to clubs all across the Americas. They give kids an opportunity to have materials so they can play role-playing tabletop games.
Really? That is so sweet.
That's right. And check this out. If you look at the dice, you can see these vibrant, beautiful colors. This right here is called Pink Lemonade. And Tabletop Loot, they have a variety and dozens of different colors that you can choose from, and some are even said to be glow in the dark.
So, what would you say something like this is worth?
Well, depending on the materials that they're made out of and how much love goes into actually molding these dice, you could get a set just like this on the market today for $8 plus shipping.
That is so affordable. I could get each of my characters a set and some for my friends.
That's a fantastic idea. Make sure that you go to tabletoploot.com. Check out all the amazing different varieties of dice and gaming products that they have to offer.
Tabletop treasures may not be real, but tabletop loot definitely is. Get your own set of dice and some for your friends too at tabletoploot.com. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday night on Twitch. Inappropriate sound is inappropriate. Don't let the action suffer from a lack of atmosphere. Let Sirenscape set the tone and bring your game to life. See? That's better. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app and make it the year of atmosphere at your table. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
The mighty red dragon swoops in over the battlefield. The wind beating from its wings nearly knocks you over. As you stand in its mighty presence, you realize there is no hope for any of you.
Well, I'm out of spells, so I'm just a 10th level dude.
And I'm still unconscious. So if one of you could please go into my bag and get my healing potion, that'd be great.
Then I smash the lizard. Raging, charging, power attack.
Roll your worthless attack. Your pitiful attack glances off the dragon's scale, and it opens its mouth, casting you in the molten glow of its inner heat as it prepares to release its fiery breath upon you all.
Wait, I haven't gone yet.
What weapon could you possibly have to defeat the great dragon?
The greatest weapon in all the realm, forged by Norse foundry to defeat all evil.
No, it can't be.
Yeah! Got you! Yeah!
Take up a fight against evil with the finest weapons in the realm at NorseFoundry.com. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday night on Twitch.
Hello! Welcome back to the Black River, which you can hear that we are in, or hopefully you can hear it. We are back with Harbingers, the world premiere, the series premiere of Harbingers. Let us, real quick, hop over and see what has been happening. And also, because no one reminded me, I'm going to blame it on everyone else. I haven't done the dark magic yet, and I think we've got the perfect opportunity to do it right here. So we're going to do that here in just a moment. But let's check in and see what everyone is saying. I got to see I missed anybody here. So it looks like we've got, okay, I see where we are. We had all of these donations. We've got Voodoo Goth has used some bits. Cuddlesworth has given us some bits. The Cadence has resubscribed for 42 months in a row. That's amazing.
Wow.
That is amazing. Yeah. And Voodoo Goth 11 has gifted a sub as well. We've got the Curse of Yig who has followed. Thank you very much. We've got Trimble 74 who used some bits. Artemis 2814 has resubscribed. Oh, I even see that we have a subscription to our YouTube from Troy Seward. That's very nice.
Thank you.
We've got a follow from TTRPG Gifts. Hey there. Jennifer Jupiter has followed, and so has Atinok Gaming. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for following. I also want to remind you that you can, if you donate at all, once we hit certain marks, you can actually see it right there on the donation bonus array tracker. Every time we hit one of those marks, that's going to unlock a d20 roll on the die of chance. If you hit a 20 on the die of chance, it's going to graduate to the die of fate, which is a d10 roll. And then if you hit a 10 there, it will graduate to the die of destiny, which is a d4 roll, which does have narrative implications. Yes, my AC is indeed on. I shall turn it off. There we go.
You must suffer for your art.
Yeah, you gotta suffer.
Suffer!
Suffer,
Yes.
Megan, suffer.
Oh, god day. Yeah, so you can also send us some messages by utilizing, essentially if you donate $15 or more, you can send us a message, just attach a message to it, and we will read it out loud for all to hear. It's an ancestral message, to be sending it from the ancestors to these young witches, which, you know, these young witches, they need some advice every once in a while from their ancestors, you know what I mean? That's very
they
important.
ain't around. They're not around.
But they aren't. Yeah, I know. I mean, what do you do?
Figure it out.
So, right? Exactly. So let's find out here in my handy dandy, and I don't think, oh no, you can see it, kind of. Table Fables book here, which has just all kinds of amazing tables to be able to roll on, and we're going to see what kind of dark magic is going to befall Bertram. What could it
I thought
be?
it was a good thing.
Dark magic? Well, I don't know. I guess it could be, but probably not. We'll just find out. But before, actually, one thing I want to do, just to tease you all a little bit longer, but is to reveal some Doomtown spoilers, which is really excited. I'm excited for y'all to see this. Like I said, if you don't know Doomtown, it's from Pinebox Entertainment. It is a card game that is based on Deadlands. If you don't know Deadlands, you should, because it's amazing. Deadlands is one of the main Savage World settings. It is the Weird West, so it's supernatural, alternate history, Western, horror. It's all of these things together, and it's great. And this is a card game that is utilizing some of the same thematic elements. They are rebooting it. I guess, I don't know if rebooting is the right word, but they're revamping it with a Kickstarter starting on August 17th. So they have given us some super cool cards to be able to share with you. So I think that we should do that, but hang on, let me make sure I can tell you what they're all about. And I think we need a drum roll. All right, here we go. And show us the cards! Woo, there they are. Well, I'm really excited about this. So we picked, well, I'll say that David Lapp over there at Pinebox Entertainment picked some that were thematic for us here, but basically the Serpentine Syndicate there is an updated version of the Fourth Ring. So if you don't know about the Fourth Ring Circus, they were pretty scary, as a matter of fact. A lot of creepy folk in there, and now they are the Serpentine Syndicate because they were disbanded, and Avi Klein is now starting her own organization, which I believe is this one. So some of these things may change in some degrees, some wording here or there, but this is pretty much what to expect. So you Doomtown fans, get excited because you got a lot of new cards to add to your collection. And there they are. Don't those look cool? I think those look cool.
Yeah.
This game is
Oh,
pretty
no,
awesome.
I love the art.
Artwork
Right?
is great on those.
Oh man, they have all different kinds of art. All different kinds of art. I even have one of my characters who's a card in this game, which is really fun. I can't complain about that. But yeah,
frame it and sign it.
I do. It's right here, as a matter of fact.
I didn't see it when I was there.
Oh man,
I don't think.
Right here.
She's gorgeous.
You see it?
Yeah,
There she is.
It's a Rosaline.
Rosalie.
A Rosaline.
So great.
All right.
Well, dang.
There you go. Spoiled. You're all spoiled. Okay.
Spoiled, yeah.
All right. Now let's find out what kind of hideous dark magic has befallen Bertram.
I thought I got dark magic. That's why I was so pumped. I was like, yeah, dark magic.
Nope. I've got a lot of noise. Hang on, folks. Let me see if I can turn down my noise. You know, I gotta be honest, I'm not sure which way is down. It doesn't tell me, so
towards your
let me
feet.
know. Towards my feet. Let me know if that's better or not. Okay, let's find out. 21. Okay, I'm not even gonna do it. We're just gonna discover this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. So where we left off last. Our witches, our coven here, had just discovered that the elders are in fact missing. Now in Blackpoint, one of the ways that they maintain the safety of this town, whatever it may be, is a nightly ritual that must be done right before the sun sets. It can only be done, yes, it is water and wind. It can only be done by the elders, and you also need the book to be able to do that. That book is usually kept in the town hall, in the elders' chambers there as well. So where we left off, we were all down in the river. We had just saved Topaz from falling in and learned this information. And Paris Monroe, the town gossip, had just come upon us. So we will pick back up right there with Paris. So what are y'all chatting about? Anything interesting?
We were just talking about saving Topaz from the river.
Right.
Oh,
What Bertram said.
Topaz? Yeah, from the river? What happened?
Oh, it wasn't a big deal. She fell in. I fished her out.
Oh, well, you fished her out then. Were you trying to? I've heard, Bertram. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's just a rumor, but I heard that you might have just a little tiny itty bitty thing for Topaz. Is that? Are those bees? And lady, what? Why are all those? Oh my God! There's so many bees around you right now, Bertram. I don't understand what is happening. And as she says that, you do actually notice that there are just bees and bugs that have completely surrounded you.
Bertram, are you getting
Swamp
stung?
waters.
Yeah, he's
I don't know. Am
he's
I
not
gonna...
wearing a shit. Do you want your cloak back?
Yeah, I'll
You haven't
take my
been stung
cloak
yet.
back. I think it's just the water. It must be the bad water or something off it.
Yeah, everything you try to do, like even as you swat at them, they kind of just go around you and come back. And in fact, like some of them are kind of getting in your face, making it a little bit hard to do anything. And I'm going to say for any notice rolls, you're going to be at a -1 for the time being because it's very hard to not be distracted by all of these bugs.
I'm gonna take my pouch and pull out my my little hand-rolled cigar and see if Rowan can light it for me. Maybe the smoke will get this way.
Okay.
Roro, would you mind?
Yes. Let me see if I can cast it.
Well, you gotta have fire nearby.
Oh. Bertram, there's no fire right now.
Yes, Bertram, do you not know your own sister's powers? And how they work?
Yeah, sure. She can annoy at will, and
I just punch him in the arm.
Ow.
You know, I have an idea. Can I cast elemental manipulation and get like a huge gust of wind, like almost like a big just like whoosh, and just make it go away? See if that helps.
Let's see here. I believe you can do a gust of wind. It is not going to be a huge one per se, but you might be able to add some spell modifiers as well. Let's see. If you wanted to do air, yeah. You can push, blow out a torch, fan flame. Yep. Make your spellcasting roll.
Let's try. Ooh, I got a 10 on my spellcasting die. 18!
That's an ace. 18. Yep.
Yes.
All right, well, spend your PowerPoint. And, yeah. Do you want to describe what it looks like?
Sure, it just comes from behind me and kind of like push like this, and it just kind of like tornadoes up like whirlwind, and then it just shoots straight out.
So, as you're standing there hoping for a light, Bertram, all of a sudden, your whole face, your hair, your clothes, anything that's anywhere near you just goes and flies behind you, including, all of the bugs. And then once that's done, you hear buzzing, and all of those bugs come back.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I tried.
I mean, I will say, Bertram, you don't smell the greatest. Maybe you should shower more. Or take a bath. There's a river right here. I mean, you just got in it and you still smell bad.
Well, listen, I was out in the woods all day hunting, which reminds me I have a deer that I have to retrieve. And then I guess I'll bend down and try to, light my cigar with my, flint and steel, because I don't have a better method of doing it. It's really awkward.
Okay. With your flint and steel, make a survival roll.
I double aced it.
Whoa!
I double aced it again. Why am I wasting this on a cigar? Oh, damn it!
So, Bertram, you you go fine, and you pull out your flint and steel, and you do it's the coolest thing any of the rest of you've ever seen. The way you just light it, it's like perfect. It's like it was meant to be. Oh. Well, and Harris goes, "Wow, that's pretty impressive. You should do a show with that or something. I mean, you might be able to, I don't know, do something fancier with that flint and steel." Just thought. So, y'all were telling me... Oh, right, well. Y'all were telling me about how Topaz fell in the river. Is that what y'all were whispering about? It looked like it was really intense.
It was really tense, and then Bertram did it. So Bertram's the hero.
Well, good job then, Bertram. Saving the day. I suppose the rest of you just stood around here like a bump on a log?
What? No, we helped too.
Yeah,
was a team.
We used my fishing pole, and we're able to reel her back in, and Rowan used some of her magics, and so did Leander as well, and yes.
Oh well. Well, aren't y'all just a fancy little group of, I suppose you're young adults now, isn't that what they call them? Yeah, well. Hey, Piper and Rowan, aren't you supposed to be, I don't know, taking care of the town or doing something like that, as opposed to being down here? I mean, I suppose you were saving a town member, from the sounds of it. But
you know, I feel like there's a bit of a mess down in the market that, I mean, who else is going to take care of it if not the town elders? And yet here you are, just hanging out down here by the river, whispering about something.
Maybe you should mind your own business and walk around and go back to all the old people like you are and go talk to them and find out what's going on in town.
Well, I have never been spoken to in such a rude manner. You know what will happen if I find those elders. I'm going to tell them how you spoke to me. I'm going to tell them. And then what are you going to do about it?
Well, and I look at the rest and I go, they know what exactly happened, Miss Paris.
I can't believe that someone like you would be accepted to be an apprentice, to run this town after the elders. That's just ridiculous. I'm gonna have words with them. I'm gonna have words with your parents too if I see them. I'm gonna have words, all right? And the same goes for the rest of you. If y'all are as rude, just by keeping company with this young Miss Thornhart here. So.
Oh, what's your problem with Ro?
Were you not listening? Has that smoke gone to your head? She was just very rude to me, that we had this whole conversation about it. But I suppose that, well, you just didn't see anything either, because all of you are all in it together, aren't you? Well, you all know that I'm keeping my eyes on you because I suspect something strange is going on here, and I don't trust any one of you. So. And then she just starts to, kind of walk away, constantly looking back at everyone, as she does.
Piper,
yes.
What are you going to do? She said she's going to talk to the elders.
I know. I don't know. I don't know. Listen.
Believe her? She makes up so much gossip all the time. Are you kidding me?
Well, on that point, Rowan, I agree with you. She is known to be a gossip. Even the elders know this about her, but she can still cause problems. But right now, she's the least of our worries because we don't even know where the elders are. And if we don't find them... So I need help, okay? So what do you all think we should do?
Well, if we don't find them, are you able to do the spell?
Well, I mean, we've never done it ourselves, but I suppose if we had the book, maybe Rowan and I could, and maybe some of the other apprentices could try, but I would be afraid we would not do it correctly. And that could be just as bad, but we could try if we found the book.
Maybe we could just find them. Oh, sorry, Bertram.
What, maybe, Bertram? Leander, yes?
Maybe we could go and find them. Wherever, like, maybe they're, I don't know where they were, but... Where were they last time?
Hours.
The last time I saw them was at yesterday's ritual. I haven't seen them all day, but I just assumed that I was busy, and then it kept, the day kept continuing, and I didn't see them, and... Well, now I'm worried.
They're old. How far could they have gotten?
They're not that old. But, yes, I don't know. And it is not like them. I mean, none of the other gatherers have left with any parties. Would you know, Bertram?
No, just a little hunting today, but no big parties out in the woods.
All right, well, I suppose, like you said, Leander, we could try and see if anyone had seen them or check their homes or... try and plan to do the ritual ourselves, though that seems like the absolute worst plan.
Do you have the book?
No, not. I mean, we could go and check and see if it is in the town hall where it is normally kept.
Yeah, let's go there
first. Seems like a good idea.
Okay, all right, then let's do that. Everyone, keep your eyes open, and see if you see anything.
Question, Piper. What? If I don't catch anything today, Papa will probably be angry with me.
Well, if there isn't a town that is safe for us to live in, your Papa will also probably be angry, don't you think?
True. Yes. I agree. I just wanted to say that if we happen to see him and he asks why I didn't have any, that we tell him that I was doing an errand for you. Yes.
Yes, well, you can say that you were running an errand for the elders, or the apprentices at the very least, for me. All right, let's hurry back to town. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So all of you head back to the town hall, not passing too many people. On this side of town, you all are kind of closer to the town hall than you would be if you were on the other side of the town from the river. And as you enter, there's the usual amount of people who kind of frequent the town hall. There are various different people who work on various different things, but for the most part, it is the place that the elders and the apprentice do most of their works, and most of everything is housed in this location. And so as you all enter, there's just the matter of saying some polite hellos to a few people here and there, and getting to a place in which you can kind of get away from everyone, which is fairly easy to do. So as you all come in, Piper says, okay, this room in here is where we keep the books, so let me just go in and check, okay? And she opens the door, and there is kind of this podium in the very center of the room, and there is no book. It's not here. Okay, nobody panic. If it's not here, that means that maybe they have it with them. I don't know why they would have it with them, but yes?
Maybe they were experimenting or something. Maybe they're just somewhere out experimenting. You just never know.
Okay, all right, well, if we don't have the book, we can't do the ritual at all, so we at least need to find it, if not them.
Okay. Let's all go and look for them.
Okay.
Where are we gonna look?
Yeah, where were they last seen? You said the last time was at the ritual last night, so they could be anywhere. Did you check their house?
I haven't yet, no. I guess we could do that first.
Yes, let's go talk to their family and see if anyone has seen them.
Okay, all right, yes. So, there are 3 elders in this town. The first one is Tia Magnus, Maeve Halliwell, and Ursa Sangre. Ursa is the eldest, Tia is the middle, and Maeve is the youngest at 33. So Piper will suggest let's check Ursa first. She is the oldest elder, and I feel like it would be the hardest for her to go anywhere too far on her own. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. So all of the houses, for the most part, like I said before, are in one section of the town, and we do go there. There are a few people about, but it's kind of getting later on into the day, and it's only just now that folks would be starting to head home, or even just preparing to head home. So nobody's really about right now. But as soon as we arrive at the house, everyone make a notice roll.
Uh-oh. Ooh, the wind is kicking up.
It's just... They left the door ajar.
5.
3.
5, 3,
2,
5, 2. So Leander and Haiti, you all are just kind of looking around. Everything seems relatively normal. Bertram, one of the first things you notice is that from a distance, it looks like the door is closed, but in fact it is just slightly open, which strikes you as a bit odd. And you notice the same thing, Rowan. You notice that it seems open, and you actually are able to catch a glimpse in window, and it looks like there's a chair that is knocked over?
We must proceed with caution. I think something happened in here.
Wrong? I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Something happened in the elder's house?
Yeah, there's some furniture knocked over inside. I hope they're okay. But we must be careful.
Yeah.
So-
and okay, I was gonna sort of like take out one of my tomahawks, not like angry up in the air, but just kind of put a handle on it, and I'm gonna like sort of tow the door. Be like, yeah, and the door is open.
Okay.
Tow it open.
All right. Okay, so you want to go into the house. So you're able to, you're just like pushing it open really quickly?
Yeah, I mean, just like with my, you know how like when a door's open, you can just kind of take your toe.
Just push it? Okay.
Sort of push it open.
Yeah. So as you push it open, it kind of goes, and as it opens, it's not hard to tell that something has happened here. You noticed a chair had fallen over, but once you're able to actually see in this house altogether, everything is in disarray. There's stuff everywhere. It looks like somebody came through here and just threw things all over the place. Do you all want to go inside?
Hattie sees Bertram grab and just like grabs his fishing pole. Yeah, he's gonna try to be brave too. It's not good. Definitely not good. Should we also check the other houses too? Should we check this one out first? I'm really scared now, guys. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is Bertram's purview. Or Bertram, what do you think the best? Should we investigate this house more thoroughly first?
We should look around, but I mean, you might want to get the town militia involved. You could talk to Mom.
No. If we get the militia involved, then we could cause a panic in the town. It seems like if we can find them without having to cause a panic, that would be better, right?
I mean, sure, Pipes, but if the elders are missing, that's a pretty big deal.
But Piper's right. If everyone panics, there's not going to be any order, and everyone's going to get scared. And I'm already scared. I just want to figure out what's going on.
Megan?
Yes.
As everyone is talking, since I'm very curious, I'm going to sneak in.
Okay. All right. Are you trying to sneak from the rest of us seeing you, or just sneak in as in if anybody's inside, you don't want to alert them?
Sneak in from you guys who are talking to each other about how you're scared and stuff.
All right, so that's going to be opposed rolls then. So you make a stealth roll, everyone else make notice rolls.
The two of us are scared.
I'm going to use I'm going to use a reroll.
Okay.
Oh, aced my wild. Waste my wild again.
4. Wow.
13, 14, 15, 16.
5. 16 and a 5. Okay, and let's see. I'll roll for Piper as well. Where is your notice, Piper? There it is. Okay.
Because I feel like Rowan would start going inside.
Yeah. So the rest of us are standing there, and you are very easily. The rest of us are so engaged in what is happening. You are easily able to go inside without anyone noticing you. And what is your goal as you go inside?
Just to start looking to see if she kind of has a feeling that someone came in here and ransacked the place looking for something, maybe the book. So she just wants to see, one, if there's anyone in here, and two, like, the mess. Just curious about the mess. Why is everything just everywhere?
Okay, make a notice roll.
Oh, it's not very good. 3.
3. So looking around, I mean, everything is in such disarray that you're overwhelmed by how everywhere everything is. You can continue to look around the house, to look in some different spaces if you would like. And as you do that, jumping back to the rest of you all, as the conversation is continuing, you notice that Rowan is not here.
Bertram?
She disappeared too.
Did she
inside.
disappear?
Definitely inside, guys.
Oh.
You don't know Rowan like I do. Come on.
Right, yes, well, okay, then yes, let's just go inside. It's probably better than standing out here having this conversation.
Yeah, but what if she's stuck inside and whatever got the elder is totally got her now too?
Then we have to help her.
Leander's right, yes. Then we would have to help her. So, let's go inside, then.
Okay.
All right,
Somebody
so...
keep your pants on.
Is that a concern?
Need to relax.
So, as you all head inside, you see the same thing. You see that it just looks like somebody has come in here and absolutely torn this place to shreds. And Bertram, you still have these bugs following you, incidentally. What would anyone like to do in here?
I'd like to start mumbling to myself, calling my familiar. So he starts mumbling to himself and focuses really hard to find where the familiar is. And then a few moments after, there's a slight, very quick beating sound. It's the sound of a fluttering wings as a red, like necked hummingbird flies in through the door, and he calls out to it, "Willow, we need your help. You're better at noticing things than I am. I'd like to use your senses, if that's okay."
And Willow...
Yeah, what does Willow say?
Willow responds with a yes. Willow speaks to you, and only you. The rest of us don't really hear much of anything, but maybe a few little chirps. But you do hear it, Leander, as a yes, and a lot of the communication that you get from Willow is not just words, it's feeling, it's energy, it's emotion of response. So what you feel is, yes, of course. And then the rest of you see a little hummingbird starting to flit about the whole house, looking around. So you are wanting to make a notice roll utilizing Willow. So make that roll. Willow is a wild card, so you will use a wild die for these trait rolls. I do believe. Unless I'm wrong, but I think I'm right.
No, I know you're right. And that actually helps.
Makes a difference.
6.
6! Yes, 6 is a success. So Willow continues to flit about the house, and you see every once in a while, is that correct? She comes in and out of different rooms, and then she comes out from the back, and she's fluttering quite a bit, and she relays to you that it appears that there is something in the back of the house that may bear to come and look at.
Guys, Willow's saying there's something in the back of the house that we should see.
Okay.
All right.
Then I suppose we should go back there. Maybe, Bertram, maybe you should go first, just to be safe.
Yep. Brave one.
Of course.
Brave one.
Also, these bugs are... This is a lot. It's a lot. You really should bathe.
River water.
Yeah, river water. Mm-hmm.
I was out all day hunting, right? Give me a break.
Well, now Topaz is never gonna like you.
Not about...
It's quite saucy.
Is that rumor true?
Let's concentrate on what's going on right now.
Yeah. Yes. All right.
You're right.
Why?
Yes. Yes.
Said anything to you? Never mind.
This is not the time, Bertram.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy. All right. And I'll sort of like heft my tomahawk a little bit and walk to the back of the house. Has Rowan rejoined us now?
I would probably have popped up and said that what I said to you about
And yeah, when she did, you all were maybe just a touch startled.
Ah!
All right. So you continue on into the back of the house, and it is not hard to tell what Willow was talking about, because it looks as if a chunk of the wall back here has been completely knocked out, and there is blood, and there are drag marks that are going out of the house. That's as far as you can tell. Would you like to go further?
Can I
Is the wall
can I look
busted
at like?
I'm sorry, say that real quick. Philip, yes, what were you saying?
I just wanted to look at the hole in the wall and see if I could tell like what might have made that. You know, if there's claw marks or if, there's hair on it or something.
Yeah, make a notice roll. And Adam, what were you saying?
I was gonna ask, is the wall look like it's been busted outward or in?
Oh, it's a good question. So both of you all, you got a 4. Make a notice roll. Hattie.
Oh, explosion.
Oh
6.
boy. 6. Okay. So a 4 you said, or 4 or 5, Philip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It does look, Hattie, that it looks like it's been busted. Looking around, you can see a lot of debris that is on the outside of the wall. So it does look like it must have been busted from the inside. And Bertram, looking around kind of the edges of everything, you do see some blood, and you see what looks like maybe a little bit of hair of some kind, but it's hard for you to know whose hair. I mean, it could be the elders, it could be an attacker. It's hard for you to
like
know.
human hair, not an animal.
It could be either, because the bits of hair that you see are little bits, so it could be animal hair, but it could also be a bit of short or shredded human hair.
What about like track?
Yeah, so if you all, it sounds like both Hattie and Bertram are going a little bit deeper into this kind of hole in the wall, and as you look out through it, the drag marks continue to the wall of the village, and there is in fact a hole there as well, and it looks like they might continue out into the forest.
Well, that's not good.
But looking down, it looks like whatever caused it busted out of the house and not so much breaking into it.
Well, what does that mean, though? What does that mean? I mean, I don't think that the elders did this. That's ridiculous. I mean, Ursa couldn't have. I mean, I suppose she could have with some magic, but why?
Well, there are drag marks here, so it's more than one something.
Rowan, make a notice roll.
Okay.
You think it's more than one thing? Like, do you think somebody in this town did this?
Well, unless it's the elders dragging furniture out into the woods, I assume it's something else dragging an elder out there.
This is very dangerous.
Real problem you got on your hands, Pipe.
It's not just me. You're a part of this now, too. You work with the militia. What did you get, Rowan?
5.
You notice through a window that the sun is nearing the horizon.
We need to hurry. Let's go see if we can find the other elders, the other places, their homes. We need to hurry. The sun is setting.
That's a good idea. Yes, we should go to the other houses. Yes. Okay, let's everyone, let's go.
There are tracks leading out into the forest, and you just want to let whoever's on the other end of it stay out there.
Well, if we
night?
can find the other two, then we have a chance of doing the ritual. Maybe if they have the book, but, like maybe the same thing didn't happen to the other two elders, right? Piper?
Maybe, but
so.
that's don't Don't you need 3 elders to read the book at night for the thing?
I mean, yes, you do need
technically
everyone. But
so maybe you should check on the elders, and I'll go and see where this trail leads.
You can't.
By yourself?
I go out into the woods all the time.
Not by yourself. Go to the woods by yourself. Yes, Leander is correct. You should not do that. It's very dangerous.
I just swam the Black River.
We need to stop arguing. We need to stop arguing. The sun is setting. You know it's going to set in just moments.
Yes, Rowan's right.
Okay
Rowan's
for
right.
it to set with someone out there?
No, it isn't. Bertram.
Up.
Okay. Yes. Maybe Leander or Hadi, you could go with Bertram into the forest. Yes.
Me?
Let's play the triple rock game. We'll go 1, 2, 3, shoot, and then we'll either put out a 1 rock, 2 rock, or 3 rock, right? Okay.
Right.
And
you can both come if you want to go so bad. It's not a big deal.
Oh no! This is not a want to go thing.
Okay, we'll do it quickly if you're going to do it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh.
Go. I got a 2.
3.
Okay, who wins?
The higher number.
Go.
Yeah. Yes, it's me.
Go, Leander. Go.
Okay. Wait. I guess. Okay. Yes. Whichever one of you is going, then go and just be back before sunset. It's very soon.
All right.
And don't go too far off, please.
All right.
Don't worry, Notley. We'll be fine. You got a knife or a crossbow or a...
I have a sickle from the farm.
That's perfect.
That'll do in a pinch.
Piper is going to kind of pull Leander aside for a second, and she says, "Listen, you are very capable of handling this, but please be careful, okay? I wouldn't want to have to tell Mom and Dad that something happened to you. Okay?"
Well, I wouldn't want that either. Thank you for believing in me.
Yes. Well, of course, yes. You just need to believe in yourself a little bit more. But go, hurry, find them, okay? And she kind of ushers you over to Bertram and Hadi and Rowan. Let's go and try and check the other homes and see what we can find.
Okay.
So, Bertram and Leander, you all head into the forest, and Hadrian and Rowan, we do go to the other homes. Let's make a notice roll for both of those. So just go ahead and do that. What did you all get?
I got a Benny. I'm gonna spend a Benny.
Spend a Benny?
Spend a
Okay.
Benny too. This is important.
Okay.
Ooh, Benny.
Yeah, that's better. That's a 5.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wild die.
5? Oh, wow.
6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay, a 5 and a 9. So, you all, or the 3 of us, do go to the other 2 houses and find very much the same situation. It's not quite, it's slightly different. There are not holes in the fences of the town in and of itself, but it looks like everything is in disarray. There's papers everywhere, everything. You can't find any trace of the elders at all. This is very bad. Something very bad has happened, and I don't know. Something like this has never happened before that I know of. No. I mean, I know people go missing sometimes in the forest, but I mean,
who would
do you
be
think?
after the elders?
I don't know. I don't know who would want to do such a thing. I mean, it could cost the entire town our safety. So jumping back over to Leander and Bertram, you all are heading into the woods, and this is kind of on the west side. So if the river is kind of to the north, you're kind of the river is not. You're kind of on the closer river side here as well. It's about on the northwest. Okay. And you, yeah, go ahead. Did you have something?
Oh no, I didn't want to interrupt you. I thought you were done.
Oh no, that's okay. You know this area, especially around the
around Blackpoint pretty well. So it's not going to be too hard for you to be able to follow any tracks that there might be here. But Rowan, Bertram, Leander, Adrian, all of you see that the sun is about to set. And make Leander and Bertram make a notice roll.
Can I still use Willow?
You can if you want to.
I would want to.
7.
7? Okay.
Randy, you look like you're about to cry.
No, I mean that's Leander. He's terrified. 5.
5. 5 and a 7. Leander, you hear your name. It sounds like it's Piper. Except she's calling you from the forest. She sounds like something's wrong. Bertram, you also hear something, but it sounds like Rowan. It sounds like something is wrong with her as well, but they're in the forest.
Bertram?
Yeah, I hear Ro as well. And I'll
no, that sounds like Piper. And he.
No, I think I would know Rowan when I hear her. Anyways, once I get my crossbow loaded, I think we'll stop trying to like carefully walk and start like running. I assume the sound is coming like in the direction of the path, right?
It's just directly into the forest from where you are. So.
Okay.
As best you can tell, the path is that direction, but yes.
Instead of, I guess we'll follow the path, but in the same basic direction. And instead of like walking quietly, we'll start to like run.
Yeah.
Or at least
Leander would be following.
Come on, Notley, keep up.
No, he would not be able to keep up, and but he would yell at you to slow down a bit. As he's running, he's like, "I don't want to be here by myself. Wait."
So Bertram takes off running, and Bertram, you hear Rowan as you kind of start to go on the path. You hear her over to the right, kind of going into the forest as she's calling to you.
Okay, what does she sound like?
It's hard to hear. It kind of almost sounds like she's moving, but she sounds like she needs help, like she's scared. She's calling your name, Bertram, please help! But it's like she's getting further away.
Okay. I'll yell out to her. Don't worry, Ro, we're coming. Notley, come on, move it.
So do you
Bertram,
keep going down that path?
I mean, I'll wait for her to like catch
Okay,
up
you're
before I
waiting.
take off.
And I would say, Bertram, I'm not hearing Rowan.
And actually,
I'm hearing
Leander, that's a
Piper.
good point. You hear Piper, except you hear Piper off to the left.
We're going the wrong way.
Leander, help!
Do you not hear it? It's clearly coming from over there.
No, Ro is coming from over here. She's so loud and she needs help.
There's something odd about this. I don't think we should keep running into the woods. I don't like this. Maybe we can go and get Hattie or for help or the militia. Maybe they can help us.
Notley, settle down. We got this. Megan, have I ever heard of anything like strange noises like this in the forest before? It's always just been like beasts.
There's all kinds of things you've heard in the forest before. Sometimes you've heard people call out, but not quite like this. There's definitely strange things that get stranger at night. But it is strange, extra strange, to be hearing these people's voices whom you just left.
Okay. Listen, Notley, our sisters are back in town. We just left them, right? There's no way they could have gotten ahead of us. This is just
not this far.
Honest. Yeah. This happens all the time. It's nothing to worry about. We got this. All right, we'll just follow the path. Right here. We'll figure out where it leads. We'll find the elders. Be back in time for supper. Not a big deal.
it is a big deal. It's getting dark, and you know what this forest sounds like at night. People get... If we're... What if it is them?
Make notice roll, both of you.
This would just be my notice.
Oh.
I'm too focused on...
4.
Anything else.
4.
3.
3. Leander, you're continuing to talk about what you think should be done, what you're worried about. But Bertram, in the middle of that, behind Leander, you see what looks like, you can't be sure, but what looks like the darkness moving closer to Leander. Rowan, Hadrian, make me notice rolls.
Oh. 6.
6 with an explosion.
Same here.
6 with an explosion. Oh boy. So you all are continuing to search around the other houses, and you hear the sudden... Is here even the right word? It almost feels like you can feel it. Somehow in these senses, you hear a crack, as if the earth itself is breaking apart, but you don't feel anything except wrong. Something feels very, very wrong. And Rowan and Hadrian, as you look out the window, the sun has set. And that is where we will end this evening. Thank you all for joining us for this very first episode of Harbingers. Oh my god, that was very exciting. Premieres are always the most intense, so thank you all for joining us and for bearing with us as we feel our way through it and get the hang of it and get going, and I'm very excited for you all to get to see more. So real quick, let's hop over and check in and see, make sure I haven't missed anything. If I can find the correct link, here we go. Oh, wow. Oh, I see we've got one message. Ah, yes, I did. You're right. Thank you, Philip. I did in fact forget to do the dark magic. No, I didn't. The dark magic. No, I didn't. The dark magic were the bees and everything, but that will hold through till next time, so we will see what else is happening with that. And I do actually think that you were supposed to have negative on your notice rolls, and we did forget that, so we will come back. Thank you again for bearing with us as we get used to our new system as well. But we do have one message from the ancestors, so everyone listen good, because these messages only come every now and then. And this one is from 5-foot Latina. And they say, remember, children, the higher the hair, the bigger the target. It's very, very important. And we also have Cuddlesworth, who has given us some bits. Thank you very much. It is very much appreciated. And we do have one other thing that we need to deal with right now, and that is that somebody has won these fantastic dice from Norse Foundry. These are the Deadlands dice. So Deadlands was recently updated. It's now Deadlands the Weird West. It was updated for the newest edition of Savage Worlds, which is Suede, or the Adventure Edition, which is the one that we are running. And Norse Foundry just so happened to have another set left, and they're allowing us to give it to one of you fine folks. So let's find out which one of you it is real quick. Hopefully you're in chat so we can let you know, but either way, we will be able to let you know as well. Okay, now I have to figure out. You guys, you're gonna have to vamp for a second while I make sure. Oh gosh, that would be a very long drum roll indeed.
Are those metal dice, Megan?
They are metal dice. They are metal dice, and then they actually they look like red wood. It's really cool.
Man.
Yeah.
Really awesome. I love metal dice. Just you really feel like you're throwing them when they're heavy like that.
Yeah, highly recommend getting some. Okay, let's
nobody
find
wins.
out.
Nobody wins. I'll just get them. I gotta sit on my team.
Oh, is that how it's gonna work? You're just gonna get them if nobody wins?
Be mine.
All right. So I don't have. We can get the drum roll. I don't have your Twitch handle, but I do have a name, and the winner is
Christopher Harner! You have won an amazing set of dice. Congratulations!
Yes!
We have your email. We will be reaching out to you very soon to get all the information that we will need to make sure that those dice get into your hands. Thank you, everyone who did enter for this giveaway. Thank you. Just thank you for taking part. And also, Chris, looking forward to this amazing dice that you're getting ready to have. So, real quick, let's go around and everybody tell them once again who you are, where they can find you, anything else that seems pertinent. And let's start once again with Adam.
Yeah, hello, ladies and gents. I'm Adam Kahn. You can find me here now every Tuesday night for some crazy, awesome Harbingers. On Monday nights, over at Norse Foundry with Diana, where we're doing our final story arc of Season 2 for our Fenrir Rising Cyberpunk show. It's been insane. Everybody, that you got people in the chat tonight. They totally helped build the show over there, and they messed with our mothers somehow. I'm not very happy about that.
Both
but you
mothers.
can find me, both of our moms. Really not cool, but super excited for that ending session as well too. You can find me flipping the buttons and everything on Paizo's show Secrets of Magic on Wednesday nights, and you can find me on the socials at Azrael1 on the tweets and the Instagrams and stuff as well too.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's hop over to Randy. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, anything else you want to drop.
Yeah. So hey again, I'm Randy Alvarenga. I am currently playing a game over on Rim Alternates called Like Clockwork, which is this really cool world made by this amazing artist. It's set in he built a comic book, and this is like the D&D world that we're playing in for that book.
That's cool.
That's on Sunday. Yeah, that's on Sunday evenings. And then we just finished the show I was doing over on Saving Throw for this season, which is called All Games No Masters, but you can check out the VODs online. We play GM-less games there, and then here on Tuesdays. But also, you can add me on Twitter, Roller Raja. That's ROLLERRAJA. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's hop over to Diana. Tell us who you are, where they can find you.
Sure. Hi, Dat fam. Hi, new friends, and all the friends out there. I'm Diana Streppo. You can find me all over the Dat Network here on this channel. You can also find me on Norse Foundry, as Adam said, on Monday nights on our Cyberpunk show. Also, this Friday, we're doing a guest GM and just a one-off show. So come hang out with us 6 p.m. Norse Foundry channel. That's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, you can find me on the socials at DianaRes3.
Woo! Thank you so much. And Philip, tell us where we can find you. What you doing?
Hey, I'm Philip Rossi, and you can find me on the Instagram at Philip J. Rossi, which is right here.
Oh yeah, right there.
More importantly, you can find me every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. here. We're playing Harbingers Coven.
Yay, Coven!
Yes!
Thank you. And I am Meghan Caves. You can find me right here on Tuesday nights as well, running Harbingers. You can also find me for Gen Con, not going to be there in person, but I will be running Mysterium Gen Con online. That is a show that I run periodically over at Saving Throw. We will be doing one episode that will be on Thursday, September 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So if you are in a different time zone, it's actually a good time for you. So yeah, check that out. You can get tickets now. You can find those tickets if you search Mysterium, I do believe, or if you search Saving Throw, you should be able to find them. So check that out. Yeah, and then follow me at Meghan Caves on Instagram and Twitter. Twitter is the one that I use the most, or Facebook at Meghan Caves Actor, and that's where you can find all of the information about all the things happening. Also, be sure to follow all the Harbingers and the Dat Network socials as well. It's at the Dat Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and at Harbingers RPG on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also check out our website at meghancaves.com/HarbingersRPG. I do believe it just has a little additional information to keep you up to date. hopefully I got everything. I would like to once again thank Pinebox, because we got to show you guys some sweet, cool Doomtown cards, and Norse Foundry for giving us these amazing dice to give away. Very excited. Yeah, they're there. There are those cards right there. Spoilers if you missed them before. And thank you everyone for joining us. Like I said, doing a premiere, starting a new show is a big undertaking, and this has been a while in the making, so it's very exciting to get here, and it really means a lot when you all support us like you did tonight. So thank you so much for that. Seriously, thank you. It means a lot.
That fan best fam.
That fan best fam.
I think beyond that, if you want to find out what's going to happen to the town of Blackpoint now that the ritual has been missed on a night, then you should find yourself back here next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, to find out then. Beyond that, well, I guess you'll just have to wait till then. See you all next time.
Night,
Bye.
Bye.